Howdy, and welcome to Fabled 42, where we build community through friendship, gaming, and chaos. Today, we're going to be doing it for charity. So how are we going to do that? Well, as you see on the screen, there's a donation menu, and there's a link. And so all the donations are going straight to ExtraLife4Kids charity. And I'll go over this menu here in a little bit, but let's set the scene and get some introductions done first. So what's happening is that we're playing the game Fairies of the Mistglade. This is a game I initially wrote for my son that then I tried to spread around the world so people can get their kids involved in RPGs as young as 3 years old. And I have found some like-minded people through the Twitterverse that do the same, and they're here to help out with this game today. So the game is Fairies of the Mistglade. It's 5th edition mechanics of Dungeons and Dragons, but for kids. So simplified in certain ways. Today, we're going to be playing more of the teenage rule set or the older rule set where it's a simplified 5e mechanics. You'll see as we go along. If you know D&D, you're going to know this game. So let's get our players introduced. So we will start with you, Steph.
All right. So I am playing as Fern Hawthorne. Do you want me to play in character?
If you want to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm like part of the garden club, and it's kind of my jam, just kind of chilling out, bit of a druid,
Yeah. The green plants. Plants. Uh-huh. And then also tell us about who you are on the socials and everything.
Yeah. So I'm Steph. I run the TTRPG Kids blog and Twitter account. And I also write some games for kids, Story Guider, which we're going to be giving away a copy or two. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I'm just trying to get some resources out there, and on the blog, tips and tricks for getting kids involved in tabletop games.
Very cool. Thanks. And next we have Miranda.
Hi, I'm Miranda of World of Cord D&D. We have a blog, corddnd.com, where we've been playing this game with our family. We started with our daughter, and we keep track of it through this blog and also through her progress. And I would also just like to say Happy Daughter's Day to my daughter. Aww. National Daughter's Day, and World of Cord wouldn't exist without her. She's the whole reason we started it. And today I will be playing your friendly neighborhood bard, Fiddleford McBumber. And if you get where his name is from, then kudos to you. Yeah, so I'm your orchestra dork, your band geek, your friendly neighborhood bard, like I said.
Very fun. And then last but not least, Stax.
Hi, everybody. I am Stax. For those who are familiar with Fabled 42, my face might look a little bit familiar. On social media, I am known as Judgy DM, and you can find me on pretty much any social media that's Judgy DM, or also Dungeon Mechanics, and also here. So today I am playing Davini Smitemore, the Paladin Jock. Yeah, bruh.
Yeah. Yeah, bruh. Very cool. Awesome. So I think what we'll do is we'll go over this donation menu. I will tell you, we've already had a donation or two come in, so that's great. And then we will set the mood. So starting at the $5 mark, a single ability refresh. So this game works very much on a lot of the abilities that these classes have a refresh of once per short rest or once per long rest. We've never put it in a one-shot high excitement kind of thing before. So for $5, you can give a character ability refresh, so they might be able to smite more, or they can maybe use a song again that they could only use once. $10 is a health potion. I will say they can take a health potion as a bonus action, and for the donated health potions, it's maximum healing of 6. So you just get 6 HP back for all the donated health potions. There's also health potions on the magic item table. So the next helpful donation is the $50, which is for a single magic item. I have a die 20 table that can get the players a magic item to use for the rest of the game. The $75 full party refresh, which you guys do have one, that was the donation. That lets all of you, basically it's as if you all got a long rest. Any ability all of them get refreshed. Your HP goes back to maximum. It's the reset button. So it's a big donation, but it's also very helpful to the group. All right, the two ones that could get crazy. The swarm. So how I'm doing the swarm is there's going to be 2 swarm encounters throughout the game, and the swarm will be as strong as how many donations are made. So if you make a donation, you increase the power of this swarm, and then there will be combat for the swarm at those 2 points. And then the monster drop. Yep, pretty much as soon as the donation comes in, I will drop a monster in the battlefield somewhere. Some of you who've played my games before might recognize some of them. Some of them I made up just about an hour ago. So that should be a lot of fun. Okay, so now that we know how to do that through the link, you can donate and it should pop up and we should go, and very good. Okay, so to set the mood, this is Red Cat Village located in the Mistglade. It's a fairy town where a lot of the adults, the adult champions, anyone that's able to fight and defend, have gone off to fight in a larger battle to defend the Mistglade. Oh, thank you, Mr. Solo. The giveaways, we do have 2 giveaways tonight. One right before break, a halfway point break, and then the other at the end of the stream, and it's going to include dice, a set of mushroom kind of fairy themed dice, some stickers of the fairy champions, all the PDF games from Family Fantasy RPG, and your choice of a story guider game from Steph with TTRPG Kids. So also Fabled 42 is also throwing in, heck, every time we get $200 milestones, then he will also give away a code for a video game. So, hey, lots of stuff to be won. Very, very cool. We're already at 125. So the first video game is at 200. So I'm going to check and refresh this. So $50 and soy, the shiny new toy. Who's it to? Paul, who's the toy to? Tell me who you want it to go to. Bard. Maybe it might be you, Fiddleford. We'll see. So Fairy Cat Village, a lot of the adult champions have gone out and they are fighting in a bigger war. So these teenage champions in training now take on the task of being the general heroes and helping out the town in their needs. However, they also have to deal with high school, and sometimes high school can be rough. So yes, the Bard. So Fiddleford, why don't you go ahead and give me a die 20 roll, and we'll go ahead and get this down.
Rolled a 19.
19. Whew. Just starting off, before you went to school today, for some reason, someone decided to give you the tiger mask.
Tiger mask?
Tiger mask. So 3 times per long rest, as a bonus action, you can get advantage on perception checks for up to a minute. So it's kind of like X-ray spec kind of cool mask with perception kind of thing.
For up to a minute?
There you go. Up to a minute, and 3 times a day. And then if things get refreshed, you can do it again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very, very much. Okay, so as I was saying, it's been a rough week for our fairy champions, and stress of school, stress of being a champion, who knows, but things got a little sour. We're going to go to our first storyboard. So also throughout the game, I'm going to tell you some of the features of this game that makes it well adapted to play with children and family. Oh, it helps if I bring up roll 20. So storyboards up. Hopefully I'm on the right one. Let's see. So in this, we set the scene in the detention at Red Cat Village High School, where, as you might recognize her, Marigold Green Thumb, the village gardener, also takes care of the Saturday detention sessions. For the most part, you guys know that sometimes she lets people go to detention spin a wheel to see what kind of tasks they have to do. Sometimes she doesn't make kids do too much. But this is all of y'all's first time to detention. So as you're entering the class and taking your seat, she says, okay, let's see if I can do this. Welcome to detention. It is unfortunately true. I have a list of chores which you are supposed to do. But if you work as hard as a team, I really have no doubt, you should be done by lunchtime and I'll gladly let you out. Oh, I don't... what are y'all doing here? Fern, what did you do? Oh, you might be muted.
I mean, somebody sort of like trashed the garden club. Came in the morning, it was pretty wrecked. And I mean, I'm normally pretty chill, but I kind of lost it and turned into a bear and sort of wrecked things a bit.
Well, yes, littering is very, very bad, but you need to learn how to control that anger, I see.
Yeah. Usually keep it pretty bottled up.
Well, maybe this should do you some good. I see another student coming in, Fiddleford. Oh no. What happened?
I was late to rehearsal again
How often are you late, dear?
almost every week.
Oh. Um,
This time it
well,
wasn't my fault.
oh dear. Well, don't worry. This won't be too difficult. You'll get through this, and then maybe we'll have a chat with your band teacher and see if we can work something out.
Okay.
Okay. Divany, what are you doing here?
Apparently, you can't ask Mr. Wobblemane for answers on the test as you're taking it. Isn't that right, Mr. Wobblemane? Yeah, that's right.
Are the answers written on Mr. Wobblemane or?
No, but now that you mention it, that might have been smarter.
Well, I hope. Wow, I don't really know what to say to that, but we'll work on that. Okay. Hopefully today, children. Today, I have a very important task. It's something that's needed to be done for quite a while. It's time we clean up the beach at our swimming pond at Red Cat Village. Fern, this seems perfect for you. A good chance to think about what you've done by hopefully doing something that calms you down. Looking after nature. And the rest of you, well, some good quiet time and contemplation might just do you well.
Wait, we have to do chores?
Yes, that is usually part of a punishment, involves doing something you don't want to do.
That's not cool.
Oh, don't worry. Think of it as exercise. You're going to the gym today.
Exercise.
Yeah.
I can't please
Join-
everyone. That's exercise will be his thing, and your thing can be making a collection of stuff to make music with.
Sure.
There we go. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Okay, well, I believe you know your way to the swimming pond, and I will come check on you around lunchtime, and hopefully, if you're done, that can be it for the day. Cool. Okay.
We can do it, guys.
Be on your way then. And you do, in fact, know the way to the swimming pond. As you go there, is there anything you want to say to each other? It's okay. It's still pretty early. I get
I'm gonna
it.
say, hey, you guys want to hear a joke?
Sure.
What's a skeleton's favorite instrument?
I don't know what.
Trombone.
Trombone.
Because he's made of bones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
That's a pretty good joke.
As you're making your way towards the pond, you see someone you know, someone from your school. It's Chaz Sunwing, and he is flying furiously fast towards your direction. Help, he screams. Someone please help. There's trouble at the pond. He sees your group and rushes over and hopes you might respond. Okay, oops, I probably should have done this before. I'm just going to delete it. Yeah, okay. So you should, oh gosh, what did I just do? I just exited out of Roll20. Okay, give me a second, but there should be a storyboard up there. Yep. A group of bullywugs roam the shores, picking on our friends, man. We tried to talk and reconcile, but nothing has made amends. You
Hey,
are free to-
Chaz. What do you mean? You already tried talking to him?
Yeah, man, they weren't having any of that.
What did you try saying to them?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. Ooh, so I am proficient in that, so I get to roll 2, right?
You get to roll 2, and yes, you're at advantage.
Okay. Yeah. So 13.
13. That's good. So just real quick, so the way it works for tier 3 is if you are proficient something based on your core ability, like intelligence or dexterity, then you get advantage at the skills based on that ability. So investigation is intelligence, and you if you are proficient in intelligence, you get advantage on the check. So you kind of know, just like you from talking before with other people, that bullywugs usually aren't seen at this pond. They have their own water sources. They have their own villages and areas, and they don't usually come around here. But you don't really know why they would be in this area. They usually just don't make it this way.
Okay. So I guess I'm going to say to our friend there, did they happen to say what they were doing in this area?
No, man, they just were like making fun of people and pushing people down, and they were just being jerks, man.
That's not cool.
No, that's not cool.
No, man.
How about we just go over there and tell them to knock it off? Kick them out of our pond area.
Well, yeah, if you guys would do that, that would help. I think a lot of people over there are really scared. Health potion to each player. Each of you has a health potion in your inventory that you can take as a bonus action. Awesome. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Are there any more questions you guys want to ask Chaz?
How many are there?
I was just going to ask that.
Does anyone have any spells, skills or abilities that would help the situation in asking Chaz questions?
I mean, I have persuasion.
Yeah, got perception
and investigation.
Why don't y'all each? How about we do this? Why don't y'all each pick a ability or a skill to use to get more information?
Okay.
I'll go with persuasion.
Persuasion. Okay, go ahead and give me.
Try to see how much he can. Willing to tell
help
us
him
there.
remember. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, buddy.
And
man, all right, my dice are not liking me today. I got a 12.
Can I help out by using the comfort side of scare or comfort?
Definitely. So describe how you do this, please.
I'm going to walk up to him, put my hand on his shoulder. Chaz, man, we're going to get this sorted out. But, buddy, bro, need you to tell us a little more info on this. How many are there?
You're right. On? You're right. You guys are right. I need to help out at all the tactics and everything. So, right. So, man, sorry, I went accents. I told you guys it just changed. Man, gotta get back to my Cheech and Chong. I'll get there. Okay, so like I saw there's definitely two of them, man. One that was like tall and orange. And then there was the green one. The green one, he looked tough. He looked kind of buff. That's the only ones that I saw, but it's, as I was running to try to find help, it seemed like a lot of people were pretty distressed.
Okay. Thanks, Chaz.
Thanks for helping out. I mean, I'm going to go tell other people, but I'm sure you guys being there will help out a lot, man.
Yeah, we'll go help.
That's great. Okay. Very cool. So you guys make it to the swimming pond. I'm sure I have something cool to read, so let me do that first if I do. Yeah. It takes a bit of time to make your way up to the pool. The beach is nice and clean and the waters are calm and cool. The Red Cap villagers assembled are not enjoying careless fun. They are nervous and uncertain, seeming ready to dodge and run. Chaz came with you, I guess. I don't see the Bullywugs. They must be hiding now. I hope we can resolve this, but I just don't see how. So we're going to switch to the swimming pond. As you guys know, I like to include the players and the children in map creation. So all of the players have the ability to use their markers to draw on the map. And so we're going to kind of go around and talk about what you guys are adding to this map. So maybe I'll ask a question first, like what do you guys think is on the shoreline? Think about like recreation. This is a recreation pond and pool. The fairies come here to play and hang out and relax. So you use your marker and draw some things that might be out on the beach.
Oh yeah, epic computer drawing skills.
It's paint.
Let's go.
It's paint, like, right? Like it has the functionality of paint.
I mean, well, there's got to be like volleyball.
Yeah, that's what I was
There's
gonna
gotta
say.
be like a volleyball net and
yeah.
like some deck chairs and.
All right, so someone work on the volleyball court and someone work on a couple chairs. You can call out what you're working on if you want.
Maybe pinks.
Maybe like
color?
umbrellas.
Yeah, umbrellas.
Some
would be
fairies
good.
may not want the sunshine.
I could get the umbrella.
All right, so let's see. Where to put a volleyball net? Like, yeah. Put some chairs. That's a chair.
Nice.
That's what that is. That's a deck chair. There's some big chairs.
Oh.
Health potions.
Someone over here in the corner's got a barbecue going on.
Ooh.
Barbecue. We already.
Yeah, barbecue at the beach. I live in the South.
Could even be food trucks. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, if possible, can you just scroll down a tiny bit? Thank you. Perfect. Who knew?
Yeah, that's a volleyball.
Look at that. What's on the barbecue? What's on the menu today out in the swimming pond?
Oh, we got your burgers and your hot dogs, and someone's got a nice giant steak.
I want to go to this school.
This isn't like a school function. This is just Saturday in Red Cap Village. You guys are just at detention.
Well, not anymore. We kind of left
Yeah,
some
we
people.
kind of like veered real quick.
Whoops. Duty calls.
Okay. So what about just real quick in the water? Is there any kind of water activities, boats? Is anyone maybe like doing some windsurfing, scuba diving? What other kind of stuff might be happening in the water?
Definitely think there should be one of those big inflatable things that you jump on.
Yeah. Down
The
here where it
blob.
looks like it's
The blob.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, blob. I
Um,
was a pretty big kid growing up, so I was always coveted when it came to the blob. Send people
These are
flying.
bubbles from scuba divers here that I'm drawing.
Oh, nice.
Indicate that they're way down there where it's really dark.
Get the blob going.
That is a happening lake.
Yeah. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
Where's the day?
All right. So as you guys finish up, Chaz turns to you and says, I've got no clue where they're hiding. Perhaps one of these bystanders can help in our deciding. Yeah, I got the rhymes, guys. I got it.
Yeah.
So more donations. We hit 210. So exclamation point fairy to enter the giveaway. Single ability refresh, one for each player, plus one up for grabs. So I'll put it as a group. I'll put some group stuff here. So group will have one extra single ability refresh that you can grab from. This is awesome, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get back over here. This part of the game that you're going to interact with, you're going to try to find someone to talk to get a little bit more information. I'll go ahead and roll this for funsies. You see, people are kind of are really anxious, but you catch eyes with a teenager who's over by the volleyball court playing. She's a baby. It looks like she might be a sister or a babysitter. There's a younger fairy, a toddler fairy, playing in the sand with sandcastle and sand toys. And she's kind of looking at you, and she kind of motions you guys over and says, "Oh, you guys look like you definitely have some authority here. Did you hear about the bullies?"
Yes, a friend told us.
It's just unreal. I'm so shaken. It's crazy. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check to see, even though I know she asked you over, but that's
Okay. All right. 21.
21. Yeah. So
Look at me with my people skills.
Yeah. What? Go ahead and tell me, what do you say to her to kind of calm her down and assure that you guys are here to help?
Oh, let's see. Oh no, I'm a nerd. Let's see. It's okay. Let's see. I'm trying to not tell her a bad joke to relieve the tension.
Do it.
Okay, I'm gonna calm you down first. Would you like to hear a joke?
Oh, yes. Yes.
What is the difference between a bassoon and an oboe?
Well, they're different
Bassoon
sizes.
burns longer.
Oh, because oh, yeah, I get it. But I kind of like the way the oboe sounds.
I know.
Okay.
We
But I get it.
we just
Yeah,
we tell jokes to each
self-deprecating
other.
humor.
It's band nerd camaraderie. Sorry,
Very cool.
Justice. Sorry, husband.
I actually,
My husband's an oboe player.
I spin some turntables, so I don't play an instrument, but I love music, so
Yeah.
very cool.
So you feel what's going on here. So yeah, tell us what can we do to help? We are here to help.
She points out to the docks where you see a young lone girl. Her toes are in the water, tracing circles with a twirl. Supposedly the bullies said mean things to that sweet child. She can probably tell you more, though her sadness is not mild.
Davini will walk over to her.
Oh, so you just take off right away. You just kind of, okay. So you go head towards the docks. We'll say maybe they're a step behind, but what do you two do? Are you staying and talking, or are you following?
Well, I'm going to see Davini walking off, and it'll be like, oh, okay. And I'm going to follow.
Yeah, Fern's also going to follow. Just kind of hands in the pockets, sort of
Gives the eye roll maybe before she turns and goes.
Yeah, a little bit.
And goes, yeah. Very cool. So the little girl is sobbing. You can hear her desperate cries. She jumps as you approach and is shocked by the surprise. So again, I want you to look at your character sheets. I'm going to say, Divini, you kind of have first choice here because you took the lead over here. So looking at your skills and abilities, what do you want to do to help try to calm this girl down?
I will maybe performance, try and throw my football around a little bit, see if she wants to play, try and catch it.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm checking a donation. You guys are doing awesome. Oh, I know who that is. From Cordelia and Victor for Fiddleford, $50. That is a magic item. So you do get to roll a D20 again.
Yay. Thank you, babies. Those are my babies. 13.
13. You get a wand of magic missile.
Cool.
Nice.
So 3 charges. You get an action to cast massive magic missile, which is 1d6 force damage. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, my babies.
Okay. So here's what I want to do. You're going to get to roll that persuasion check, but I also want to check in with Fern and Fiddleford. You kind of approach as Diviny has started to try to perform to seem to calm this girl down. I'm going to let you guys also. Oh, my wife won the giveaway. So I think in turn, very cool. I'll get her a game that she wants. Maybe get her on a shooter or something. I should have monster dropped for the oboe joke. If you find a joke worthy enough, I know. No. I feel like give her another chance, and I'm sure we'll get some. We'll get one worthy.
I have more terrible music jokes. Don't worry.
That's perfect. Fern and Fiddleford also pick a skill or ability that you want to do to help out in this kind of team skill check kind of thing.
I don't want to like keep using it over and over, but I got that comfort ability.
It's a great ability. It's a great ability. Sure.
Yeah.
So you again are using just like your wisdom, your wise words to help calm down. So what do you say to help comfort this little girl?
I'm gonna sit down next to her. Hey, you doing okay there?
Very comforting. Yes.
What happened? What happened? Or was somebody being mean to you? Because that's not cool, man. That's not cool.
Okay. I know where this is going. And then Fiddleford, what are you going to try to do?
I'm going to do performance. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to softly sing the words that Fern just said to the child, like after her, like as an echo, but like a soft melodious.
I love it.
Hey, someone mean to you. That's not cool.
All right, so everyone go ahead and give me your skill checks. If you're at advantage, go ahead and make advantage or disadvantage.
Ooh.
What does a nat 20 do?
Yeah.
Get those?
Yeah, you can get those.
I got a nat 20.
Nice.
Same.
Oh, 2 nat 20s.
Double up.
Wow.
I got a net 20 and a 15.
I got a 13.
It's all right. It was an amazing group effort, but I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself, Steph, here. So as the performances are happening, she's kind of looking at Diviny twirling this football around, and she's impressed. She kind of a smirk forms. And then the song, you can tell that she's kind of getting that nod in her head and kind of feeling the rhythm. But then she kind of comes over to you and she points, and maybe you haven't noticed, but through kind of like this tension, a vine has kind of sprouted, like that's just kind of forming around your ankle, and she points at it and sees it. And is there anything else you might want to do to like really gain the trust of this little girl?
I'm going to use control plants.
Cool.
And make it grow a beautiful red flower and have it grow over towards her and just kind of rest in her lap. I'm not going to pick it though.
Okay. And if I remember right, that is the puzzle ability, correct?
Yes.
Do you have a puzzle ready to go?
I don't, but
you don't. It's okay. That's all right. So in the game, there's an ability that we call puzzle abilities that come with supplement puzzles. They're more ritualistic. They're longer to cast. They're big abilities. And so normally the kids would complete one of these puzzles right now. But because of stream and time, we're just going to pass over it and say, you take the time, you weave your fingers in front of her, and her eyes go wide. And as you're weaving your fingers, you see these like flutters of green energy as you're doing this ritualistic, and finally you're like melding these green energies, and finally some of them go red and start forming the petals of the flower. And then it takes a little bit, but finally it forms, and you hand it over to her. And she looks at it, and she looks at you, and you can tell like there's a new tear, but it's not as that same fear, like afraid tear. This is just like oh man, it's a relief kind of tear. She's just been crying, and now she feels a lot better. So, Diviny, you kind of finish off your performance with like a Heisman pose, a good football champion pose, and good to go. Okay. Once you guys kind of calm down from your little performances, she says, I was playing here on this dock with a brand new wooden toy boat. It had bright red sails and a working keel. The paint was a fresh new coat. I didn't see them coming. They must have swam up from below. They first seemed nice and friendly with a new game they wanted to show. They said my toy was perfect for a naval battle game, but just one round and my team lost. I somehow was to blame? They wrecked my boat, they broke the hull, they sent it down below. They ran along the shore just there, then northward they did go.
Mean.
So she points over to the shoreline that goes northward along the edge of the pond. As you get over there, the prints start out pretty easy to see, still fresh on the muddy shore, but as they lead into the grass, keeping track becomes quite a chore. Is there any skills or abilities that you guys have that would help you in detecting and following traps? Ooh, I think I know one. I think I know one thing.
Can I use my tiger mask?
Do it. Put on.
Can we use my tiger mask? Put on my tiger mask. Okay. Yeah. So that would give me perception.
Yeah, give you perception. The other two players, is there anything you guys want to or can do to help her out?
Maybe I can bolster Fern.
You can totally. But you mean Fiddleford, the one doing the check, or the other person?
Oh wait, does the mask give her advantage or just?
Yeah.
The mask gives her advantage. Oh, okay. So you're giving Fern advantage on whatever she's going to do to help out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be
Okay.
like, I'll help look and whatnot. He doesn't know what he's looking.
So give us some inspiring doc words. Yeah, give us something from like a game. I mean, come on. You can give us something like score the points.
Yeah, that looks like where we need to go. Just through that brush of grass, perhaps, if I had to guess.
And you're kind of like just kind of boyish charm of just pointing and being like, it's probably that way, helps in some way. Fern, what do you want to do in this instance too?
Fern is very in tune with nature and is going to use survival skills to take a look around, see where there's maybe bent twigs and things, and try and point out anything, or maybe like coach kind of, this is what you want to look for, kind of, do you see any signs of this, do you see any signs of that, kind of giving some hints.
Yeah, I think really what I kind of see happening is Fiddleford is looking where the tracks kind of got difficult and figuring out if he can still see the tracks, whereas Fern has started to span out and look for maybe there's a new sign, maybe there's a new way to look at the tracks that you're just not looking at right away. So go ahead and give me, where we know Divany's doing a bolster, so go ahead, Fiddleford, and give me, Divany, give me a performance. Fiddleford, give me your perception at advantage, and then Fern, give me your the one you wanted. Sorry. Survival.
Yeah, I think probably
thank
survival is
Thank you.
tracking,
Yeah,
I think.
survival.
Yeah.
I am very distracted by the song that I'm singing while I'm looking because I rolled a 1 and a 3.
Oh, wow.
So I'm
you
just-
can't win them all the time.
So I got like a 6, so I'm rolling. I'm just going meow 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 meow.
I think
meow, meow,
I think
meow.
you're focusing like you're focusing on everything that you should do to find the tracks, but you haven't done it yet. You're like, okay, you're like measuring things. You're like, I need to find tracks that are this many diameter and this, like you're kind of just focusing on the wrong
Lately,
stuff.
survival's not my thing, so I don't exactly know what I'm doing.
So Fern, what'd you get?
I got a nat 20.
Okay, Divany.
So can I still roll like a regular check if I'm bolstering?
If you're bolstering, it's an ability, so I'm not going to have you. Oh no, I asked you to do performance. So
performance.
Yeah, performance. Yeah.
Oh, they're both 11.
Okay. So this is what I see happening. Yeah, I already said what Fiddleford's doing. Divany is going next to Fern and basically going, look, it's probably that way. And Fern's going, no, it's not. Another 5 feet. No, I think it's this way. No, it's not. And then another 5 feet. And then finally, Fern, you realize that as the ground is as you're going northward, where these tracks got more difficult to track, the ground though, you notice it has a different like texture and color of the soil. and you're actually able to see where the tracks are based on the color, the differences in the color of soil. So you kind of point out and you're like, I got them here. They're taking the mud on this part into the dirt of this part, and we can still see the tracks. Come on. So that will count as a success. As you keep going northward, I have something to say. You've got the tracks. You're in the zone. You'll certainly find those guys. You follow the prints into the high grass. Their trail they did not disguise. So after a while, you notice that they gave up on trying to hide their tracks or anything, and you're right on them. So I'm going to ask you guys right now, are you forging ahead? Or are you being sneaky?
I'll try and be sneaky.
You want to try to be sneaky?
The emphasis
Okay.
on try.
Sure.
Yeah.
So why don't all of y'all go ahead and
Try.
give me a stealth check, either at advantage or disadvantage, depending on your abilities. Yep.
Oh,
11.
with disadvantage, I got an adjusted 20.
I got a 22.
Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna roll. Okay. Okay. You feel like you're being sneaky, and you kind of see some colors ahead in the tall grass that don't match with the surroundings. And kind of right as you get right a little bit closer to where you're trying to make out what it is, you hear a voice. And so as where you were looking at one, two other of them have caught on to your guys, and now you're kind of face to face. So we're going to change maps. Okay, so you were coming up on this one right here. And then now you guys see that have come around the corner. You guys see these two that have seen you guys approaching and are now kind of here together. The two of the Bullywugs are laughing out loud. They seem quite confident. Who do these guys think they are? The tall one asks, neck bent. So they have just confronted you, asking who you are. Oh, no.
Hey, what's up?
You say. I am going to the storyboard. Sorry, Chris. I didn't mean to confuse you. This is my fault. I have another story. Boop. Boop. Did I move you guys? I did. We'll give you a chance to run along. The accent's gone. I'll get it back. And leave us three alone, or stay and help us practice jokes and be our helper drone.
I mean, I'm all one for jokes, but not when they're at the expense of other people.
And at that,
Or when they're bad.
At that,
Oh no.
They're all bad if they're coming from me, but
the green one says, "Hey, I've heard of that one. That's the one in the band that messed up the solo at the last year's spring concert."
whatever. I practiced. I got better.
And they're laughing, and they're kind of mockingly playing a flute instrument, which you don't even play the flute that much anymore. You might have played it once, but they're just do 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 do. I love music. Do 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 do.
Not even the right technique. What are you doing?
Fern's gonna step forward.
Oh, what's up, plant girl? Plant boy, sorry.
That's okay.
Plant girl would be a mean insult too, but I'm not giving them that edge.
You're good. You're good. I'm gonna narrow my eyes at them. I would like to make a perception check if I can to see if they maybe have the same dirt on them from the gardening club that got wrecked.
Sure. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Probably not gonna know. 12.
12. You're kind of looking them over, and they're wearing shoes actually. And so like you're like, oh man, I wish they weren't wearing shoes. But that's hard to tell. But you do notice that the shoes are covered in the dark mud that was at least from the tracks. So
Okay.
You got that going for you. Yeah.
Okay. I'm not gonna get all upset at them immediately, but I am upset that they're making fun of Fiddleford.
The Vinny will just like walk up in between between Fiddleford, Fern,
Yeah.
and then put himself in front.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna give you 2, 3, sorry, math, a chance to run off, scurry off.
We're switching maps again.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Just so they're kind of like, you'll see.
I rolled a 9 and a 20.
9 and a 20. And you have advantage, I would assume. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
I would. No, I do.
All right, everyone give me a perception check now. And I will say, Fiddleford, there was no reason for you to take the mask off yet.
Okay.
Right? So I will let you still have advantage. We'll just say you had the mask on.
Okay.
All right. You got it. Use it.
Yeah. Tiger mask. Right.
I
got
a 4.
21.
8.
An 8. All right. So Fiddleford, you are the only one that recognized this, but there's 2 things you notice. 3 things you notice. 1, Diviny can be intimidating when he wants to. He got out there and you almost took a step back thinking that you should probably run away too. 2, those 3 Bullywugs didn't flinch at all. And 3, you saw like a shimmer, like a magic kind of shimmer kind of go over their entire body, just like a ray of light that kind of like quickly passed over all 3 of them, just like the sheen kind of over their bodies.
Okay.
And at that moment, the green one says, "Look at Mr. Football Star over here. He thinks he's all big and high and mighty. Hey, Captain, where were you? Why weren't you captaining at last year's championship, huh? What happened then?"
I injured my leg. It wasn't a big deal.
Well, it was a big deal to your team, and it was a big deal you let your town down.
These guys are
Jerks.
yes.
Hey, look, if you guys are going to hang out here, at least leave us alone. Go play somewhere else. We've got fun to have. And they look like they're starting to go back and they're talking about like, hey, did you see that girl on near the volleyball court? I bet we could like pretend to take the kid and like rancid it off for some candy or something.
Can I subtly tell the guys to cover their ears, Fern and?
Sure.
Okay.
Do you guys cover your ears? Do you? Okay. Yep. There's one.
Yeah,
there's
I
2.
just
There
go
we
be careful.
I want to use commanding voice.
Very cool. So what do you say?
Not so fast. I'm not done with this. How about you take your high tails and you go back to the swamp you came from and you don't come back here no more?
Okay, so they get saving throws. What is your spell DC located on your character sheet?
Oh, let's see. Spell DC is 13.
Okay. So there. All right. So sorry, what you said, what is it you said again?
Spell DC is 13, and he pretty much is just telling them to go back to the swamp that they came from and leave us alone.
Okay. You see like the 3 of their faces go blank for a second. And one of them in a very kind of monotonic robotic voice says, "We must finish our mission." And then the flash goes away. And you can see now they all 3 look pretty angry. And they start kind of doing their fists in the hands and one of them's got a baseball bat that's hitting. He says, "Look, this is your final warning." And the smart one says, "I'd listen to him." Smart one. Y'all don't know he's smart. But the blue one. The blue one looks smarter. I actually have the three of them. I can show you like full. Ooh, there's a donation I'll check out in just a second. The three of them. The one in this like professorial coat and pants with the baseball bat. He looks a little intelligent. So he says, "And I'd listen. This is a good warning." He says, "We'll give you to the count of 5, or else we're gonna have trouble. And now we're getting joke practice and fighting practice." And the tall one goes, "Yeah, fighting practice." So I'll give you one more. What's this kind of like final? Is there anything else you guys want to do?
I mean, I'm not very intimidating, but I can try intimidation.
Let's do one. Sure, you can give one kind of last
I'm gonna be like,
intimidation.
you guys are going to be the ones that are sorry, messing with little kids and stuff like that.
Hey, Stax, you get the chance for a magic weapon. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, sir.
Ooh.
Nice.
9.
9. Gauntlet of Thorns.
Ooh.
If a creature misses with a melee attack, they take 1 point of piercing damage.
I'm gonna put those on real quick.
While they're hitting their fists and getting ready to fight, you just see Dimity like slipping on these thorn gauntlets that he got from apparently somewhere. All right, so go ahead and give me an intimidation check, and we'll see if that changes anything.
13.
No, I think it's time.
Okay.
I think it's
I
time.
would like to. Can I simultaneously
It is time.
drop a control plants in an attempt to grapple them since they're all within a 20-foot square?
Is there a time limit on control plants? Did I put?
Oh, I did just use that for the
You
flower.
did just use it. So you have a single ability refresh. You could use that now if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say that I'll let you get that in right as we're going into initiative. So let's go ahead and have everyone roll initiative, and then I'll start with that effect as we go into initiative. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let it happen at the beginning of initiative, but it will be your action on your turn. Is that okay? Cool.
Yep. Cool with that.
So Fern, initiative?
9.
9. Fiddleford?
13.
13. Diviny?
10.
10. I get... Gotta look at my own stat blocks. Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So go ahead and tell me where and how you are putting and using control plants.
So I'm going to use
20-foot square.
the grapple version of it. We're going to do a 20-foot square. I'll draw the right on them. And as the others are kind of chatting and things like that, maybe over the past like 30 seconds or so, I've had vines slowly growing up around them and taking root underneath. And as they start to move forward and are like, coming at us with the bat and everything and snapping fingers and walking towards us, all the vines are just going to up and try and grab them.
That's awesome. That's really cool. Okay. So they need to make 3 dexterity saves against your DC. What is your spell DC?
Spell DC is 15.
15. So I'm going to do Korik first. He's at advantage. Good. He saves. Krokik is not, but he does save. And then Gurgik does not save. So Gurgik is the only one that is grappled. That is the blue guy. So I'm going to put a little icon on him that looks like a net. So we know he is grappled by the vines. Very good. Now starting combat at the top of the round is Fiddleford.
Okay.
Real quick, let me just say, so combat, how it works in the system, you have combat at tiers 2 and 3. Tier 3 is very much dice rolls, whereas tier 2 is static values. So tier 3 has rolls to hit, rolls for damage, AC, hit versus AC, and spell attack versus AC as well. And then there's saves as well, saving throws for certain magical effects and abilities as well. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. So they're all within 30 feet. So from where I am, I'm going to tell my friends to cover their ears, and I'm going to pull out my pocket lute, which is something that I just invented. And I'm going to do dissonant chord.
Okay.
So they have to make a charisma save.
Okay.
It says.
Yep. 3 charisma saves coming up. What's your DC?
15.
15. And none of them have charisma as their core ability, so that's not great. Yeah, they're all gonna fail.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So they each take 1d8 damage and they all have disadvantage on their next attack.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
So do I roll 1 for each one or just 1 die for the total?
Just 1 for the whole, yeah.
Okay. 3.
3. All right. Marking down HP. Perfect. Do you want to move or do anything else?
I am going to move just kind of into the... Whoop, that's my paint. Whoop! My guy.
You're not the only one. I'm not the only one.
I wanted to move. It's not letting me move my guy. I wanted to move into the little... Yeah, right there.
Cool. You kind of slither over. So you guys, you hear, watch out, cover your ears. And it was the loot, the pocket loot, right?
The pocket loot. I pull out a little loot and like unfolds.
It starts really like a normal chord, but then the last couple strings you pull add those intervals that are just not great in a chord, and it makes this uncomfortable, it kind of leaves it hanging, this uncomfortable tune that you notice all 3 Bullywugs also grab their ears, and definitely it seems like it hurt them quite a bit. All right, so so you moved, you did your action. Anything else?
This is my turn.
Okay, so that then goes to their turn. So Krokuk is going to so what you see now is kind of, well, I think it's kind of cool. This one's going to start running and it's going to make to here, but then all of them kind of at once leap, just kind of sit down on the ground and kind of jump up into the air, moving 20 feet in a leap as a bonus action. 1, 2, 3. So this one's going to land in the reeds next to you. This one's going to land right next to you. Actually, he's going to kind of land between you guys. And
isn't that the grappled guy?
Yeah,
that is the grappled guy. Thank you. Yep. You see him. He tries to jump out of the grapple. I'm going to give him a chance with a strength check. So he's not the strong one, though. So he's probably not going to make it. This one is kind of doing a running jump and lands right next to Fern. So let me do the strength check first to see a disadvantage. What's your DC again, Fern?
15.
That's not going to do it. He's staying right there. Korik, and they do their jumps. So now I'm going to go in order. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Korik, I think, will go first of the 3. He is going to punch twice at Fiddleford.
He only gets disadvantage on the first punch, right? I'm assuming.
From the song?
From the chord, yeah.
No, I think he gets disadvantage on both.
Yay for me.
What's your AC?
13.
13. That's probably going to miss 1. Okay, and then the second one. Ooh, that was... Oh, no. I thought that was going to hit. So he comes next to you and just... You've got the music. You're kind of dancing to the chord, and you dodge as these two punch comes in on at you. Then we're going to go to Krokuk. Oh, shoot. That was wrong. That was towards Fern. But Fern, I don't think... What's your AC, Fern?
14.
14. Neither of them hit you. So the 2 punches come from Korik. Krokuk, he comes and he jumps next to Fiddleford. He's going to be the one that's attacking you just with a single punch. And he's also at disadvantage too. Man. 11. Yep. Your AC is, you already told me, but
13.
13. Yep. That does not hit. So they're whiffing so far. Gurgik, though, the leap didn't work, but you notice he starts casting a spell, and you see arcane energy form at his fingertips, and 3 darts of magic energy come out, all hitting Diviny. So Diviny, you take 3 points of damage. And that thus ends their turn. Now we are at 10. Diviny, you are up.
Okay. Seeing them jump out of the weeds and then getting bludgeoned by those hits, Diviny will kind of run over next to Crokick and try and hit him with a sword attack.
Okay. So I can move you. You just kind of step up into the tall grass right beside.
Does a 9 hit?
9 does not hit.
Oh no!
9 does not hit. So
he is winded.
Pumped up, intimidated. You feel like you've got the shake on him, but you're a little too confident. As you come in for the hit, Crokick kind of does this sweeping leg kick that goes high in the air that somehow, man, it just distracts you and dodges you. Like it's a limb that you had no idea could go out that far. Yeah.
Then for bonus action, I will do block.
Bonus action block. Okay. Let me see that real quick. I only wrote this game, but I don't remember.
It
all
says
the
like
skills.
AC +2. So
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I think it. Okay.
You do. That sounds right. So as you're, but that's an action though.
Oh.
Still, you can use your action to block instead of making an attack. Sorry. Yeah. Oh no, I put bonus action. That's interesting. Okay, no.
Oh, wait. Oh,
You're right. This is me. I need. I should have gone over my own.
I use my football as
you're
a
right.
shield.
Bonus action. So you get an attack off, and then you get that shield right in front, and you are just in the zone of combat, ready to go. Yep. So you get a +2 to your AC until your next turn.
Okay.
Okay. So then that takes us to Fern. You're a little slow, but it's okay. You were controlling those plants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. As my bonus action, I'm gonna go, oh no, since this guy is trying to attack me, and turn into a bear.
There it is.
Oh, no.
Okay. I am prepared for this. I just need a second. Boo, boo, boo.
Oh no, I was not prepared for this at all. As I turn.
So
That's
Fern,
what got you into detention in the first place.
have you learned nothing? All right. So you see kind of in a flash, you hear like a yell. It's a very like human
Aw.
kind of normal fairy sounding yell. But as the yell tapers off, it deepens and gets grisly and but it's a mini bear, so it's more like nice. But Fern is now a little mini bear next to Korik. And I believe that's a bonus action to transform, right? If I
Yep.
remember right. Cool. So you're gonna make an attack.
Yeah. So
Cool.
instead of the spear attack, I
Mhm.
make like a, gonna try and like gnaw at his leg.
Okay. I believe the attacks. I'm trying to bring it up, but I believe they're in here on how
Okay.
it should tell you plus something. Here it is. So your strength, you're the mini bear. Your attack is a +5 and it does 1d8 of damage. That's a little OP, but there we go.
All right.
And you're attacking Korik.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That is a 18 to hit
18 does hit.
and a 7 for damage.
All right. You, in an overwhelming display of power, just like let this rage go, and yeah, you're a powerful hero. And the claw just comes across and swipes, and a solid hit, and Korik, his face goes blank. And all of a sudden, you see a rune, or half of a rune. Now where his face is, it's now kind of in front of it, kind of like materializes in front, but it's only half a rune. And you can and you can feel some tingling in your fingers, and you feel compelled to try to finish this rune. So how I'm going to do this is, to the left of the map on your screen, tell me when you're ready with your drawing utensil. You're going to have 6 seconds to try to complete the rune for this part of your turn. Okay, so let me get
Could
myself
do it,
ready.
Fern.
Let me know when you're ready.
Hopefully I can draw okay with the mouse. Please don't judge me too hard.
But no, this is fun. This is fun.
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1. There is the half of the rune. So I'd suggest starting. Yep, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Holy cow!
Did it work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job. Yeah. So you quickly react and you just take your finger and I'll leave it up because you did a really good job. That's impressive. Look at that, guys. That's awesome. So now as the rune locks into place, you kind of see Korik is no longer engaged in this battle. He's kind of just catatonic and just sitting there. Okay. That is Fern's turn. We are back at the top of the round at Fiddleford.
Me? Okay. I'm gonna take out my wand of magic missile.
Sorry, Chris, can you zoom out a little bit? Sorry, I should have. There's another thing I should have told you before, but if you could zoom out a little bit so they could see the rune in the game. This is my fault. All right, sorry, continue, Fiddleford.
Wand of magic missile.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And so is it like magic missile where it's 3 or is it just 1?
This is just going to be 1, but you get to do more damage. You notice that his was it seems more powerful than what Gurgik cast.
Okay, so I'm gonna do it over at Gurgik.
Gurgik, perfect.
Mr. Smart Guy, Mr. I'm still trapped by plants guy.
So you're still going to roll to hit, and you get to add your spell attack bonus, which is what it should be on your sheet that says spells plus something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. So plus 24.
That definitely hits. So I believe it's 1d6 force damage is what I saw.
Yes.
Yep. Go for it.
Give me that. Yeah. 1.
1.
It hit, but it doesn't do much.
Yeah, you can tell that this missile has more potential in it, but as the missile gets close to Gurgik, his throat comes out with an impressive, I don't know what whatever frogs do with their thing, and it's absorbs some of the magic missile, so it looks like not a lot of damage quite made it through. Okay.
Noted.
It is their turn again, so he's out. Krokik is going to keep going in on Fiddleford, still reeling from he's not worried about Diviny. He's going for the seemingly potentially weaker one. He's no longer at disadvantage, correct?
Right.
Yes. Okay, so now he's going to get to attack. Plus that. Come on. Man, that sucks. Nope, that doesn't hit. Gurgik. He's going to see if his magic missile recharges. It does not. The vine still. Oh, what can he do? He's going to attempt to break out disadvantage. Steph, what is your DC again? That's going to do it, though. I don't think I think a 16, even at disadvantage, would beat your spell DC for your control plants, correct? You might be on mute. I didn't hear anything previously.
He's 15, so
15,
you beat it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so, but unfortunately, that's his turn to try to do that, man. So that's a bummer. Okay. I'm going to put something on this.
Bummer for them.
Bummer for them.
Good for
All
him.
right, so now it is Diviny's turn.
When it says throw, does that mean throw items?
Yeah, in this
Okay.
instance, yeah.
Diviny will. Oh, there's so many different. We'll go with another sword attack. +5 to hit. Okay. Against Krokik, sorry.
Okay.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
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 D4. That's 1 damage.
No.
It's not just me.
It's not
Yeah.
cool.
So Fern in
yeah.
the bear form has laid down a massive attack, and everyone else is kind of petting.
Okay.
Okay.
And then I will try and distract as a bonus action. Korik.
He's already out of the fight.
Oh, he's okay.
He's the one that the rune got broken on. So.
Okay. Then I'll distract Krokik.
Okay, so now he's at disadvantage.
Hey, look over there.
Yep, exactly.
It's your mom.
My mom left. No.
Oh, no.
Anyway, okay, so that is your turn. That's Diviny. 9, Fern.
Okay. Fern in the tiny little rabid bear form
Mm-hmm.
is going to charge at Gurgik and try and gnaw at his leg now, or claw at
Okay.
his leg. Same as the
Okay.
other.
And I'm sure that as you kind of charge through as your mini bear, the plants kind of make a little path for
Yeah.
you to make it
Yeah.
all the way to them. Sure, so I'll go ahead and move you up to right here. You're not influenced by your own plants.
18
That's gonna hit. Are you gonna do it again?
and another 7.
All right, you're the one that gets to do the art today. Are you ready?
Oh
Get
my
your,
goodness.
get
Oh,
your
no.
utensil
No.
ready.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. This is Gurgik. Okay, so it's not going to be directly under this one. It'll be a little further down.
Okay.
Once you start drawing, I'll count. Here he is.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Oh no!
Disappeared.
Right, no, but it works. You did it as the rune starts to fade away. Man, that's so cool. Reveal it again. As the rune fades away, you finish that line, not even seeing what you saw before. You thought you were too late, but sure enough, it snaps in and locks in place, and now Gurgik is staring at you with a blank expression on his face. Good job.
Nice.
All right, so that's Fern. We're back at Fiddleford.
Okay. I don't think I have any physical attacks.
But you do have arcane spells that you can just do,
Right.
kind of like physical attacks, yeah.
Right. So let's do a something on what's his name? What's his
Krokik.
name? Krokik.
Krokik,
Yeah, let's do a something.
So what do you describe your arcane magic? It could be thunder, it could be lightning, it could be fire, it could be ice, it could be
Oh, let's
water.
do lightning because I never get to
Lightning.
do lightning.
Very cool.
Lightning is fun. I never get to do that.
We'll say you kind of strike that lute again in a power chord, and you feel the
Grr.
resonate as it resonates. You feel the electrical energy building as a spark just shoots out quickly.
Yeah.
So it'll be a 2-hit.
The nat 20.
Okay.
And
We'll reward you. So go ahead and roll damage. D6,
Okay.
I believe.
yeah. So what do I do? Am I rolling twice or 2 dice for it?
No, go ahead and roll 1, and we'll probably add like half damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't really thought about
So I rolled a 5.
5. That'll be enough. That's enough to do it. He had 8 HP left, but I'll say with the crit. Yeah.
Woo!
So
oh
with
no.
the power cord, right next to you, but like as it hits, you feel like this would normally, you'd get some frog legs out of this. This was a very powerful attack, but most of the brunt was taken by this shimmering magic that's on him. And sure enough, a rune is revealed and taking after Fern's direction. Are you ready?
I think so.
It'll be right in the middle of those two.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. This is gonna be terrible.
here we go now.
Oh jeez.
1, 2,
This is. Oh
3,
god.
4, 5,
I'm a mouse.
6. You know, everything's there. Let's just reveal it again. Everything's there. It's not the prettiest, but everything
No.
is there.
My fingers slipped at one point. I was like, no, because I forgot my mouse, so I just have my little pad.
Oh no.
It's hard to do it with the mouse.
It's
really
just hard to do it. I have a touch screen. I could have just done it with my finger on this.
All right, we're gonna take a break very shortly, and we're gonna do our very first giveaway very shortly. But before we do, right as the third rune locks into place, you hear a buzzing noise as a swarm of giant mosquitoes kind of starts flying in from the pond, and we'll say comes right up on Fiddleford McBummer. So this is the first swarm encounter. Now normally the swarm would be hovering like it's the shared space kind of swarm, but it's a 10-foot by 10-foot swarm. We'll say it's over Fiddleford. I don't know how to change the layers to where your icon's showing, but it is going to attempt to attack you, Fiddleford. It gets 2 attacks. No, I'm gonna say it goes over both of you guys. So both it's gonna get attack on. No, that's a frog. Where is? Oh, Fern's way up there. Okay, Diviny and Fiddleford. It's coming after you. So 1 each. That's a 21 for Diviny. Oh my gosh, and a 22. Wow, the swarm coming through.
Definitely hits.
No. But it's just 1 damage per attack. It's just 1 damage each. Okay, I need to do one thing real quick, but we'll keep it the top of the order. We'll go to Fiddleford. We'll keep the original initiative order for this swarm.
Okay. Let's do some the swarm. Let's light them on fire.
Ooh.
Let's light the swarm on fire.
Okay, with just an arcane spell.
Just an arcane spell, yeah.
Okay.
19.
19 hits. Yep.
So just a D6.
D6. Yep.
Yeah. 5.
5. Awesome. So you focus this fire very much to be like a flamethrower. It's very much a line of fire that's spreading out in front of you in a line into this mass of giant mosquitoes. And you see a good chunk of them sizzle and pop as they fall to the ground. All right. Next up is their turn. So now they're going to get... That was their attack. Sure. Okay. So then it'll be Diviny's turn.
Okay. For the divine strike, if I hit with the sword attack, is it just something I can use as long as it's 1 a day?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, sweet. I'll try and sword attack this swarm. 24.
That definitely hits.
Yes. High damage. What is it? 3. And then I would like to smite it.
Very cool.
Smite
some more.
Extra 4 radiant damage.
Extra 4 radiant damage. Okay, so that was 3 and 4 is 7, huh?
Yes.
All right. So you notice now already between these 2 attacks, you've thinned out about half of this swarm of mosquitoes.
Oh,
so
no.
then it goes to Fern.
Get him off!
What am I?
Yeah, go ahead, Fern.
Okay. Fern is still in the little rabid bear form
Sure.
and is going to take Fiddleford's lead and cast fire. But I would like to do it as like the little bear is like breathing fire onto them.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Fire breath bear.
yeah, fire breath bear.
Sure.
Okay.
You let out a roar and you look over as you're kind of like rounding up your fire, and you see another spark of flame as Fern goes to town.
Ooh. 12.
12 does not hit though.
Okay.
You thought you could make it from that distance. You thought it'd be really cool as this arc of fire comes over into the swarm, but it kind of just falls a little short.
You still look cool.
It looked cool.
Yeah, fire breathing little bear.
Adorable and terrifying at the same time.
Top of the round, Fiddleford, you get to go again.
Yeah. Oh. Let's you know what? Because I know that Diviny has also taken a little bit of damage. So I'm going to do Song of Recovery to heal up myself and Diviny. I don't think Fern has taken any, but if you have, you will also get healed. So heal all allies for 2d6. So let's heal up with some song. That's 5 you can heal with.
That for me?
Yes.
yeah.
For everybody. Everybody.
Oh,
if you
everybody,
need to
okay.
heal. Well, I mean, not the bad guys, but
The
not
music
them,
in this
just-
counter has been really interesting. It went from dissonant and abrasive to rocking and energetic, and now to very kind of relaxing and restful. You get the whole
There's mosquitoes.
soundtrack in here.
Trying to heal from the mosquitoes and bullies.
Okay. Their turn. It's going to it's still over both of you guys, right? Y'all stayed in the swarm. Hey, you stayed in the swarm, but you notice they only get one attack.
We can move.
I forgot that as well, but oh well. Next time. I'm sure they just chase after us.
Database. So that is a 18 to Divinity.
That hits.
Cool. You take another damage, piercing damage.
Okay.
Mosquitoes.
All right.
I just
then
want
it
him to
goes
miss so my
to-
gauntlets will work.
I know.
Well, you are up now, Divinity.
Yes. Okay.
Variations on the theme by Fiddleford McBummer.
I'll have Divinity cast Aurora of Protection, and it'll be a bonus block AC of +2 to all allies within 30 feet for 1 round.
Wow. Okay, so for the next round, you guys, everyone has a +2 to their AC.
And then bonus action, because I think that was my action, block. And I am going to move diagonally out of the sword.
Ah! Get away from me.
Hey.
Can you get your token? Okay, diagonally up like that?
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, okay.
So I can still engage next round. Okay.
Sure. Fern.
Okay. I'm gonna say Fern in bear form is not like very conservative. So they're going to transition that flamethrower breath to sunbeam breath. So like the eyes, the mouth, everything just towards it.
So cool. Anime, yeah, just super Kamehameha wave blast
Yeah.
bear.
There's
Yeah.
a reason he was in detention for like. Okay. Oh my goodness. That's a 22 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Okay.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of damage.
I hope. I really hope. Oh my goodness. Okay, 8 points of damage.
Nice.
Oh, it's still up, but I mean, there's like 3 giant mosquitoes left. This swarm is mostly managed, but there's these 3 little ones that you just have been the outlier of the swarm that are still kind of staying around. Fiddleford, you are face to face with like a couple mosquitoes.
Kill him with fire.
More fire, do it.
Fire.
Oh, it actually got smaller too. It actually is no longer in your face
Oh,
because
nice.
the swarm is obviously a lot smaller.
Hey, I'm gonna try to kill them with fire. Oh, but I'm not gonna do well at all because I got a 5.
5 will not hit. Nope. These last 3, this cleaning up the mess is dodgy. And unfortunately, they're gonna swarm over you and still try to get that 1 hit.
Well, that works because I'm going to, as my bonus action, distract.
Okay, so a disadvantage.
Yeah.
They're gonna
I'm
miss
be
you.
like,
for
hey,
sure.
look, I'm tasty.
That's a distraction. I've never tried that with bugs.
13, I don't think hits you, does it?
My AC, no, because it was temporarily raised.
Nice.
So it
There's that
misses.
block. Yep. So kind of Divinity, like, I don't even know what you do. You kind of like, we'll say you take a rock, and just as the single giant mosquito was going to land its attack, you kind of bounced it away with a rock. You are a stud. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. So I mean, really, Divinity, you're up. But can you finish this last little guy off?
Yes, I will close the gap and engage and go for another sword attack. 14 to hit.
14 does not hit. Now that it's this single mosquito, like it was actually easier to hit when there's a clump of them.
Oh.
But now this single kind of giant mosquito that's left is tricky. It's tricky.
Right. I will bonus action distract it. So.
Okay. Very cool. Fern, can you do it?
Okay.
Fern.
Just go up and
Fern is going to try and run at it, jump at the giant mosquito, and like eat it.
eat it.
So
Breakfast of champions.
okay. 18.
That'll do it. You don't even have to roll
Okay.
for damage. So
Okay.
you, as Diviny, as you're like swinging your sword at this last one, you're just like, you block it. It's not doing any damage to you, but you just can't finish it off. And then kind of just out of the periphery, you see this flying ball of fur as Fern comes up, takes this mosquito out of the air, and then by the time you look over, he's got it in both of his hands, and is just kind of cute, like almost raccoon style, just kind of chomping on this large mosquito for a mini bear, just like. All right, so that is over.
Delicious.
I think I might have something to say, but then we're gonna do a giveaway and go on break. So if you haven't yet, it's !fairy in the chat to enter the giveaway for the dice, the PDFs, the stickers, all that fun stuff. So again, thank you all for your donations so far. When we come back, we're gonna play more. If you can keep donating, we really appreciate it. All of it goes straight to Extra Life for Kids through the Tiltify. Yeah, so let me just see real quick. Yeah. As the mosquito swarm goes away and the runes kind of dissipate, you notice that like the Bullywugs look very confused, and they're kind of talking to each other. And finally, after chatting with themselves for a little bit, they turn towards you and say, "Hey, we never wanted to hurt nobody, but I knew I couldn't stop. Whatever the strange magic was, my body was merely a prop." And then the smart one says, "The last thing that I remember clear is that Bullfrog came to town. He was very large and very strange. Weird things then started to go down." And then Crowkick, the mean one, says, "Suddenly we were working hard to please this Bullfrog master. We cooked his food, we built his throne. He always just yelled faster." And then back to the skinny one. "He sent us three into the wild with only one goal in mind." That's not the voice I did before. "Make fairies sad any way you can. And thus we were unkind." All right, we're going to leave it at that. We're going to come back to this story, to more combat, to one more swarm, one more giveaway, all sorts of fun. So should we do the giveaway before we go on break, or we come back? I'm sure Chris will either just take us to break if we're doing it now, or do it in the... Okay, we'll do it when we come back from break. So again, thank you guys. Stick around. We are going to take a short break, and we will be right back. Thank you. Hello and welcome back. We are continuing our Bullywug Club game for ExtraLife4Kids charity. As you see on the screen, if you're just now joining us, you can donate to affect the game. Things in blue help the group. Things in red can hurt the group. Monster drop is I will take a monster and put it into play pretty much right away. So all the money goes straight to Extra Kids charity, ExtraLife4Kids. They do the Miracle Network hospitals for children. They're great community charity. Also, I wanted to mention as an added bonus, any of our PDF sales for the weekend is also going as the final donation into this campaign. So any PDF sales, we're going to donate the money from that to Extra Life as well on our side. So if you like this game, you want to try it out with your kids, please, this is the perfect time to go give it a try because that will also go towards this charity. Let's get back in. I want to look. Do you guys have from the story? Oh no, there is a story. Sorry, Chris, you totally just asked me this and I said leave it here and then I'm immediately going to change it. We're going to go to storyboard just to kind of get us back into the story. That one's done. So this story, oh, never mind. You know what? I didn't put this one in here. So that one's not going to happen. But I'm going to read it aloud. They say, we feel real bad about what we did. We want to clear our name. We'll go and apologize to everyone. We'll gladly take the blame. But they will also answer any questions you guys have. They say, we're from Lily Pond Village. It's a little ways from here, and it's not an easy trek, but we can show you where it is. And they kind of draw in the mud a general map on how to get to the area. Are there any questions you have for them? It's you feel like you have a good grasp of where you would go, but do you have any questions?
When you go back to apologize, make sure you find the little girl that you made fun of and make it right.
See if you can fix her boat.
Yeah, we did break her boat. Oh, yeah, that was kind of mean, but I couldn't stop it. Yeah, man, I couldn't stop it either. You can tell. So he says, yeah, man, we can woodwork a little bit. We'll get something. We'll do the best we can. We're real sorry about that. That really sucks.
Sounds awful not being able to control yourselves.
Yeah. In fact, honestly, we've been trying to do better about relations between bullywugs and fairies. We know that sometimes we're seen as tricksters and bullies, but we're trying to do better.
Well, by making things right, I think that'll help.
Well, that's where we got to at least try and do that for ourselves, like even if that, yeah.
Can you tell us anything else about this new guy that came in and started doing all this stuff and essentially making you guys the bullies?
Oh, you mean, did I get my own name right? Balix. Oh, you mean Balix? Yeah, so he's a real strange guy. Big bullfrog type, big guy. Kind of strange skin with like purples and oranges, kind of psychedelic, man. And yeah, man, his eyes. You take one look at his eyes and all of a sudden you don't really have control anymore.
That's not nice.
We don't really know what his plan is, but he had all our entire village building this temple thing. Yeah, temple, like a big outdoor throne or something. Yeah, throne. There was a chair on top. Yeah, I remember. I had to go freaking get the cloth for that chair. Yeah, this huge kind of throne on a pyramid temple kind of thing. It's pretty gaudy. Yeah, so he came into town and, chose us three. He told us we had a very specific mission. Yeah, real specific mission. He's told us to just make everyone sad.
Well, you were doing a good job of that for a while.
Well, we'd like to take credit for it, but really it wasn't us,
Why does he want everybody to be sad for?
Go ahead and give me. Okay. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh dear. That's an 8.
I'll let everyone kind of. You guys are doing some teamwork now, so I'll let anyone that wants to can make an Arcana check.
I will also make an Arcana check. Ooh, that's an adjusted 20.
Okay. Diviny, you don't really understand, other than potentially just trying to cause chaos. You understand. You're kind of like, you subscribe to the order and just, you kind of very regimented, but like, that there's forces out there that purely are just chaos, that purely just love being against order. That's where you're kind of hung up. Fiddleford, this idea of like making people sad, that like certain magics, especially that deal with charm and deal with like control, if you want to try to enhance that to affect more people, having them lack confidence, having them be sad can sometimes help those types of mass effects take hold.
Okay. I will kind of relay this to the party and to the Bullywugs as well.
I see we have a donation. Awesome. You'll say that to the party and the Bullywugs as well, and he says,
yeah.
Well, you guys bested us, and we appreciate you setting us free, but that guy scares the crap out of us. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere near him, but my family's over there. Yeah, all of our families are over there.
Maybe we could do something to help.
That would be great. And we'll stay here. We'll let everyone know that danger is out there and that you guys are going to take it on bravely.
You should go spread some joy to people so that there's no sadness.
Well, baby steps. We're going to go help this situation and we'll figure out stuff from there.
I mean, this beats doing chores, so I'm down.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have to do those eventually anyway.
Not if we're heroes.
Wait. I'm going to go up to these three. So you want to help make things right? That beach kind of needs to get cleaned up too.
Yeah, solid. Go ahead and give me let's do it for let's see a persuasion check. Because this is pretty clutch.
Yeah.
Diviny is down for this. But I think this might be the moment Diviny and Fern become friends.
Yeah.
Down with the chores.
Oh, no. I got disadvantage. I had a nat 20, but then now I've got an 8.
He's gonna look at him and be like, now it might sound like a lot, but it's not really. You just gotta divide and conquer. Just you take a little bit. By the time we get back, it'll all be done. It'll be great.
They kind of like look at each other, and the smart one speaks before the other two. So the blue Gergic speaks first and says, "You're right. We owe it to you guys. We'll take care of it. If anyone wants to roll an insight check, they can."
Oh.
I'll roll insight.
Okay.
I'm not good at those.
I'm not good at it.
Okay, I got a 22.
Yeah, you're pretty sure they're not going to do it.
I'm gonna kind of whisper back to the others, and like Fern's like a little embarrassed right now after like turning into the rabid mini bear. She's like, I tried. Kind of like wipe the bug guts off of his hands on his shirt, and just kind of hands in the pockets.
I just kind of
stay back a
gently,
little.
like give him like head pats or shoulder pats. It's okay. You were awesome.
Yeah.
So
you were awesome. I'll sing a song about how awesome you were.
Yeah. So at this moment, especially with the song, the three Bullywugs take this moment to like kind of take their lead and they're going towards the shore, and you hear them talking about their, you kind of overhear them as they're walking away. They're talking about their families and worried for their town, but also they are like, man, we were real mean. Yeah. yeah, we really messed up there. And so you can tell that you think they're on the right path. You start to make your way following the path. Normally I would have a maze challenge, but I decided for the length of the stream, I didn't think we would get there. And plus doing a maze on the stream would be a little difficult. So we're not gonna go there, but along the path, you come across something you've known about in these woods. There's locations where there are magic gnomes that you have to answer a riddle in order to get through and on to the next section of the woods. So we're just gonna do some riddles just because I think it would be fun and it's part of the game. So the first one asks, what begins with a T, or finishes with T, and has T in it?
I'm gonna whisper to the others, tater tots.
Tater tots sound delicious.
What begins with T, finishes with T, and has T in it?
Lean over to the others. Tea time?
I was gonna say, is it tea?
You're close.
Teapot?
There it is. A
No,
teapot.
there it is.
There it is. Whew.
I was like, it has
Okay.
to be tea.
Took it 3 tries. 3 tries.
3 tries. I just put it there. I've got more. Okay, so you get to the next one. You get through. You get to the next one. How many eggs would a rooster lay over 3 weeks, provided it is adequately fed and housed?
Roosters
None.
lay eggs.
So
what's your answer?
None.
0. Correct.
I got one right.
Okay, I want to see if. Okay, we'll try this one. What happens once a lifetime, twice in a moment, but never in 100 years? Do you need me to repeat it? What happens once in a lifetime, twice in a moment, but never in 100 years? Chat knows.
Wait, my brain is working.
The letter M.
That is correct.
This is it.
I had
I
to
was
write
like,
it
wait,
down.
it's a
Once I
letter.
wrote it down.
I had to figure out which letter it was.
Very, very good. So you get through the 3 riddling gnomes and you make it. I think I have something to read. Yeah, you fly above the mucky ground, not wanting to get dug in. This far out from your hometown, you're glad you have some friends. The map you saw is right on course. You find the Bullywug town. Several tents surround a pond where fish traps can be found. Behind the tents, you now can see a dark and looming temple. The structure is large and decorative, but the construction is really quite simple. All right, I'm going to take you guys. We're going to transition to a map that you guys are going to help decorate. Beep, beep, beep. So you can see to the left is the pond that is surrounded by tents, and where the Bullywugs live. There's 3 or 4 tents. It looks like you know that there's usually like 11 Bullywugs that live in this town. And then on the right side of the map, you can kind of see the square on the ground. That is where the temple is. So I can ask some questions. So what does the Bullywug town look like? What color are the tents? And what do they have on the inside and outside? So let's get some tents down.
Just anywhere?
Well,
Around the pond?
Around the pond,
Okay.
yeah. So kind of like
So like
in this
here?
area, yeah. Yep, there's a tent. There we go. All
Ah.
triangular. Any exotic shaped tents? You know, maybe they go for a pentagon or a circle. Any circular tents?
Yeah. Why
Guys,
not?
don't forget, there's always
For this-
time to monster drop and swarm to add to the swarm. I've got monsters in my pocket. This is a chapter in our games. We like to encourage children to the players to participate in the map making process. Oh, look at that structure.
That's a fancy looking tent.
I don't know
The
if it's
tent fort.
structurally sound, but
It's okay.
It's made by,
There are no
made in a
rules in my
fairy world.
game.
It works.
There are no rules in my game for inspections and certifications up to code. Wow. So tell me what's going on here. Someone describe to me this thing. Diviny, I think you drew the brown thing, right? Describe what you see there.
oh, that's like their playhouse tent. That's where they go to hang out.
Awesome.
If you can make it to the top first, you get first dibs on all the toys. It's great.
Let's see. What is okay? So, what else is in the town? Like, do you think this town, with even being as small as it is, does you think it has a garden? Do you think it has a sports field or a school, a playground? You answered the question. It's there. That's a pretty advanced and awesome playground. But what about other stuff that you might think would be around this little tiny this swamp village?
I think the circle tent's the restaurant tent.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Chris, I don't know why the Roll20 that you're seeing doesn't have some of the drawings. You might need to refresh Roll20, please. What if someone monster drops an OSHA inspector? Actually, I
Do it.
I have it. I have it. I could do it totally.
I can start telling more bad jokes.
I could totally. I have it ready to go. You'll recognize her, but we'll see. Okay. Let me make sure I'm up to date on that. So now let's go over to the right side of the screen. What about this temple? Like they said it was pyramidal shape. So what's this temple made out of? What does it look like? And who wants to draw? Maybe you guys can discuss what you think it would look like, and then one person can kind of draw it from your discussion.
I think they had said it was kind of pyramidical in shape.
Yeah.
So, and then there's just a big chair at the top.
Yeah.
Thinking.
Wants to draw it.
Who's
There
gonna
we
draw?
go. There's the chair.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice. The chair is there. Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. The Bullfrog Traveler's Throne Temple with stairs and a chair.
Big chair.
Is the drop within regulation? Do you mean like
It's
does
really
it happen in the
Uh,
game?
It's got all this
Drop would
terrible
happen-
upholstery on it.
The drop would pretty much happen immediately if as soon as the donation comes through, the drop would appear. All right. Any other questions that we might have? Just to think about it, maybe talk about it. What else might be on the temple? Do you think it's decorated? Do you think there's plants or moss? Do you think there's any gyms or anything kind of lavish?
They just literally anything that they could find, and they just kind of stuck it on there. So it does
Yeah.
not look nice at all. It's just covered with anything that they could find in the vicinity. So yeah, there might be some shiny rocks and plants and moss, and just not come together well.
It's dry weeds and spit.
Yeah,
yeah.
he wasn't
Cool.
specific when he asked for things.
Sure. That's fair. I
Like,
love this day. I love
Forbes
these.
over here.
It's just like their junkyard house. Surrounded around. Like people just
Look,
throw
man.
stuff in there.
They've never tried to build anything like this before.
Brand new chair,
Awesome.
and they did a very good job for their first time, and not being given very much guideline, except for to build it.
All righty.
Question: We did a refresh, right?
Yeah.
Do a
yes,
refresh.
sorry. Yes. No, absolutely right. So, they were going to have a chance for a short rest, but that for short rest, but they decided to use their full party refresh to use it as a long rest. So they basically took like a 30-minute break, but they were able to refresh all of their abilities, their HP, everything is set and reset and ready to go.
Does that include my tiger mask?
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
That was
All
my
right.
question.
So, as you've reached the outskirts of town, I wasn't planning. I need to do this. Yeah, big donation. It's happening, guys.
Is it
Here it
the
comes.
donation
It's
or the
happening.
Something's happening. We're gonna-
Inspector.
We're
Come with
gonna
the ocean,
die!
Inspector.
Let's do
And
it.
also,
Fine.
everyone,
It's
make sure
fine.
you enter hashtag or exclamation point fairy, exclamation fairy, FAIRY to enter, because there will be another video game giveaway. Blah, blah, blah. I got to focus. What's happening? I'm bringing you guys on the map. We're saying you guys are down here. How come I? Oh, there we go. And sure enough, as you're kind of examining the city, the tents, you don't see any villagers, but you do see coming out of one of the tents, right here in front. There she is, the Forest Witch. If you remember the Forest Witch from my very first
Hey.
adventure, she is here. She has a clipboard in hand with a spoon that also doubles, her big cooking spoon that doubles as a writing utensil. And she looks at you, and so this is funny. I told my wife, I was like, every time there's a monster drove, I'm going to try to come up with a rhyme on the spot. So here we go. The Forest Witch says, I found this town while I was out searching for ingredients for my soup. But now I'll get revenge on you. I hope I give you croup. That's a disease, right? Croup? That works.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's roll initiative for this monster drop.
Monster.
Oh, gosh.
What is
She
this?
was not ready for this. I don't think she was ready
You're going to dice jail.
for this jelly. Okay, I got to get my stat block. There it is. I'm ready, I think. Are you ready? She's ready. Okay. Let me get initiatives. Fern,
16.
16. Fiddleford.
5.
Divany,
15.
15. All right. Well, apparently there's no surprise in this round. It's just going to go in order of how fast people react to now facing one of your previous foes. The Forest Witch, you had to deal with her. She was trying to poison the garden with her crazy garden that basically took the life force out of your garden, and you had to teach her a lesson, but she's back.
Didn't learn her lesson the first
She
time.
didn't. So Fern, you're up, and you recognize this Forest Witch, and you know that she is trouble.
I am going to, so I'm going to use the spear attack to throw a spear at her. I think I'm going to move over to about here
Mhm.
and then throw the spear.
Throw the spear.
But the spear, it's going to grow out of the ground. I'm going to pick it up and throw
That's
it
so
over my
cool.
shoulder.
Yes, totally do that.
16.
16 does hit.
Okay. One.
1 point of damage. So you notice sometimes it takes your magic to really build. You have a building magic, and so you summon this spear, but this first one is more like a dart. It's just
Yeah.
you haven't gotten there yet. So you get this nice dart, you throw it, and flink, kind of sticks into her shoulder. Ah! Okay, 15, Divany.
Ooh, Divany will. I guess 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He will try and throw his football at her head.
I love that.
Please hit. Come on. Big moment.
Yeah.
4th down.
Now, for this, do I just roll?
Your attack, yeah.
Just an attack roll?
That's actually a good question. I don't. Probably.
anyone's
Yeah,
ever
with your
thrown a
weapon. Yeah,
football.
it's the same bonus as your weapon. You're just as good at throwing a football as you are
Yes.
swinging with that sword.
Maybe not.
What'd you say?
I said maybe not. That's a 7 plus 5. 12.
12 does not hit, unfortunately. So you kind of get flashback. You still, maybe those bullywugs got to you just a tiny bit. And as you were like about to throw the game-winning touchdown, you got a flashback to that one you missed and it pulled it. And you just, though, you're practicing. When the next big game comes, you'll get it. Right.
So Davini will look over to Fern and be like, "That's not how you throw a ball," and kind of use a little bit of his guiding technique as a bonus action to give her give him advantage on their next attack.
Perfect. So Fern, you have advantage on your next attack.
Nice.
All right. Believe it or not,
do what I
Fiddleford with a 5, you still go before the witch.
Wow.
She was
Okay.
cackling. Yep, she was cackling.
Okay. I'm gonna move up behind my friends here. Whee! And I'm going to do my puzzle ability, and I'm gonna start singing. I've got my tiger mask on still. We got Eye of the Tiger, but Fern's really a bear. And I'm gonna do Song of Inspiration,
Nice.
which will give all my allies a +4 to all rolls for 1 round.
Yes. So you guys feel very inspired. All of a sudden, you thought the jokes were corny. You're starting to like her music, but this time she really got the feel. She felt the room and she rocked it, and now you're feeling good. So you've got this +4 inspiration style to is it like one roll or all rolls? I don't remember.
1 round.
1 round.
It says to all rolls for 1 round.
It's a puzzle ability. It's a big one, so it's ritualistic. This is your solo. This is your time to shine.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Now it is her turn. She's got fun stuff she can do.
Oh no.
First, she's going to emit this cawing sound. Caw-caw, caw-caw, as crows come in. Crow swarm bonus action. So we'll say they come land because your armor kind of scares her. She's hoping it'll distract you on Diviny. So, oh right, I was supposed to get a swarm. Yeah, they're supposed to be I can do this. Uno momento, por favor. For some reason, I already had a giant crow token ready to go, but there it is. So the crows. Sorry, guys. Just gotta look this up as I talk about the crows. Screw around. Okay. So the crows, they start swarming and dive bombing Diviny, and it's going to do 1 point of damage per round.
Jeez.
So you take 1 point of peck piercing damage. That's her bonus action. For her action, she starts to laugh and cackle. I need all 3 of you to make wisdom saving throws. So if wisdom is one of your core abilities, it's at advantage. If not, it's at disadvantage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
17.
17 succeeds.
I got a 20 and a 19.
I got a 6.
All right, Fiddleford. The laughter. You had your solo. Okay, we could do this. You had your solo. You're in the zone. You're remembering when you soloed at this other concert, and it was the best thing you've ever done, and all that joy you felt. And then this cackling laughter comes in before you finish this like awesome kind of daydream experience. And you just all of a sudden feel like you're on stage, and everyone in the crowd is now laughing at you, and you are afraid. So you are feared. You can make another saving throw at the end of your turn, but when you are feared, it means you can't attack the creature, and you have to only move away from them.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a marker on you. So
That
we know.
stage fright is real.
Oh,
That is
totally.
a real thing,
Yeah.
and that's evil. I don't like this witch.
What a witch. Okay, so that's action, bonus action. That is her turn. We now go to Fern. Oh, wow. Look, I'm rhyming even in combat.
Oh,
Whoa.
nice.
Get some Dr. Seuss going there.
I am a master.
Okay. So I get advantage on the next attack and +4. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I gotta make it big. As
Uh-huh.
big as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Without I think I want to save Mini Bear. I'm gonna go with Sunbeam. So it's kind of like murky swamp. It's maybe like a little overcast. Fern is going to look up to the sky, raise their hands, and kind of like the clouds are just going to part, and this beam of sunlight is just straight down on her. So that is okay. I gotta add all the.
Is this to hit or to the
That
damage?
is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, totally. She was totally not ready for y'all.
And when it says +4 to all rolls, is that also to the damage?
If that's what it says.
It says all rolls.
Yep.
Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I rolled double sixes. So
Okay.
then she's going to take 20 points of damage.
Well, no, I'm going to say not to each dice roll, but to the
Okay.
damage roll. So it'll be +4. So 12, that's 16.
Okay.
A
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
So
still
we'll add it
a
to the
lot. So
one.
yeah, you guys notice as this sunbeam comes down, immediately her skin starts to boil and blister, and you see like bubbles of blisters kind of popping and gas releasing out of it, and she is screaming in pain. She doesn't like the sun. She likes it dark, and that's not great for her. But she's still up. Diviny, unless you want to move or do anything else, Fern.
I think Fern is not going to want to be all clumped together, maybe? I'm just going to scoot over here. Behind the trees.
Shift 70 up. You won the giveaway, the video game giveaway. Please talk to Fabled42 or join our Discord. Is that what we're telling people to do? And then talk to DM Chris Solo there for that giveaway. Sorry, was there anything else?
Oh, I moved
Okay.
over.
Cool, perfect. So yeah, Diviny, you're up.
Are these crows like targetable? Will they attack if I move away from them or just follow me?
They're not targetable in this sense. I don't think I made. Yeah, give me 1 second. That's a good question. No, they kind of attack and then they spread back out. It's more of
Okay.
like an effect, yeah.
Okay. Diviny will look over to Fiddleford, noticing that the stage fright's kind of like kicked in, and be like, look at me. That witch over there, she's the opening act. We're the finishes. And he's gonna cast Aura of Courage. And as a bonus action, grant an immediate saving throw against fear at advantage for all allies within 30 feet.
Yep, and you'll get the
Cool.
+4 to that. So now you get to make the save at advantage
Very nice.
Okay.
with your own inspiration, right?
Yay. Oh boy. Okay, wait. That's not great. No, I'm doing math. 16?
16. Where's your? Oh, of course I don't have it there. I think it's right there. Wow, I didn't put the DC on the force switch. That's gonna pass.
Yay!
Wow.
Thank you, Diviny. You're right. You are right. You're right.
Yeah.
I'm better than this. I
Break
got
the
this.
fear.
Okay.
Good job. Fear is
then
gone.
he's
The fear is gone.
gonna charge in and try and hit her with his sword.
Okay.
Um,
You have advantage. You're at a +4.
oh, advantage. 25 to hit.
Oh my
That's it.
goodness.
I'm like,
Nice.
there's so many numbers. Okay, so that's a D4, which 2, and then does the 4 go on top of that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So
Now
6.
here's the other question.
Uh-huh.
Can I divine
You
smite?
totally can divine. Totally.
Okay. That one is 2, and does that one get the 4? I feel like there's a lot of damage.
It does
There's
say
a lot
to
of
all
damage
rolls,
already.
but that's a lot.
Yeah.
We're just gonna say I think if it didn't, she'd have 1. If it did, she's done. So we're gonna say she's done. So after this sunbeam pretty much melted her, you finally get up in her face, and it's only like from far away. You know that Forest Witches kind of has some illusion magic, right? So like she doesn't look that bad, but when you get up close, you see the damage that she took from that sunbeam, and she's a little hideous. So you bring on that same radiant energy. You know that the sunbeam, like it's the same kind of feel. You bring on that radiant light as you smite her just there beautifully, and her clothes kind of fall flat to the form as a puddle of evaporating goo as you hear the laughter. Oh no! Ha 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 ha! Fade away as she melts into nothing.
And stay down this time.
Yeah.
All right. Good
Don't come
job.
back.
Okay. So right as that kind of clears up, you hear clapping. And sure enough, I was actually going to do it on the other map, but I'm just going to bring it in here.
I hear clapping. I'm going to start bowing.
Appropriate.
Like reflexive
so.
response.
So first, just like applause, okay? And he just starts.
And you guys see there's a large bullfrog gentleman in a sports coat and pants, suspenders, black hat. I have a nice little description of him right here. And then I'm going to be switching over to a storyboard here in a second, Chris. High above the temple floor where the torches placed are burning, the bullfrog sits atop his throne. His eyes are ever churning. He is dressed real fancy head to toe in a coal black hat and coat. He shifts his weight upon his chair. His deep voice starts to gloat. I see those young 3-1s failed. Much worse they led you here. So sad it makes no difference. You are too late, I fear. You see, I've had time to build my throne. A tricky trap indeed. Soon I'll be loved by everyone once this noxious gas is freed. And then I'll put the storyboard. Beep, 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 beep.
Fiddleford's going to be like, oh, that was sarcastic clapping. And he's going to bow anyway.
You're feeling yourself right now. You're enjoying this. Soon, my friends, you'll be on my side, ready to do my will. Then on to Redcap Village, my army ranks I will refill. It is Rooster Cogborn. Yep, in the frog body. That's one I can do apparently. So that's cool. All right, back to the combat, and we'll go ahead and roll new initiative here. So let's go ahead and roll new initiative for everyone.
Not too much better this time.
All right, Fern.
12.
12. Fiddleford.
8.
Diviny.
13.
13. All right. So kind of to initiate, right as he was talking, you see there was a lever right next to his big comfy cloth chair, and he pulls it, and kind of like these vent openings open around the temple, and this green gas starts oozing out. But no one's in range of it yet. So we're going to start at the top of the round. Diviny, you are up first. You can fly, by the way.
Okay.
Your speed is fly speed, so kind of take that into account when you're thinking about going wherever.
So Divany's gonna fly over to pick up his football, and kind of go up high enough, like dumb it out, and then try and like throw it at Fit.
One of his eyes.
He's gonna do one of these.
Man, I'm glad, this is the football hero movie, right? You missed the short pass, you missed the slant route, but you're going for the Hail Mary.
This is the touchdown pass.
Do it.
Ready?
Go for it.
Okay, maybe not. 14.
14. Why didn't I put that in? That does not hit.
Dang it.
So you had the arc, you had the distance, you thought it was up there. You actually overshot it. I mean, you really gave this football some arm, and you just went kind of right over. You kind of underestimated how short this guy is. The throne is kind of squat, and he's kind of squat himself.
Then let's see. But
Remember, guys, donations. We are getting towards the end of the stream, so you can still do a monster drop. It would make this combat it would happen right in the middle of combat. You can also do ability refreshes, health potions, stuff like that for the party, because they did come from one combat into another. So keep the donations. We still have a little bit left of stream, and so we can still get a little bit more money. Go ahead.
He'll probably land because he doesn't want to fall out of the sky. And bonus action block in his position.
Sure.
Or where he's at.
Yep. You get a nice defensive stance on the ground, knowing that maybe it's charging too quick maybe isn't the most the best option right now. So then we will go to Fern.
Okay. I'm gonna say Fern is going to fly maybe like 15 feet up and then 20 feet over, and then is going to cast. So for nature magic, can I like cause like wind to do damage up there at the top?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So I'm gonna make like a little whirlwind around this guy.
Okay.
In order to do my spell damage. So that is a 17.
17 hits.
Okay. And 3 damage. A bit.
Okay. You notice that as the winds form, there's something about this gas. There's some substance to this gas. It's your wind is actually having to fight the thickness and like just weight of this foggy gas cloud to even cut through to do damage. So you notice he doesn't take as much damage as you think he should.
Okay.
But you do notice kind of at the top of your funnel, there is a little bit of like a chimney thing where you are kind of like dissipating the fog a little bit, but so far you don't know how much it's helping.
Okay.
Cool. Then we will go to 8, Fiddleford.
Okay. Let's come forward a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. And let's do some arcane.
Okay.
Let's try some lightning, because that's fun. 16?
16 also hits. Yep.
Yay! And I'm gonna do the whole total. You know what happens to a toad when it gets hit by lightning?
Oh,
the same thing that happens to everything else.
Oh my goodness.
It's funny. Like I knew that wasn't a good line when I watched it, but then hearing everyone make fun of it, it became clear. Like, okay, that was like a bad line.
Yeah. And so that did 4 damage.
4 damage. Again, you also notice that like the cloud absorbs the energy of this lightning a little bit and doesn't do quite as much damage as it should. His turn. He's You guys are still a good distance out, but he is going to look at one of you guys quickly, and then we'll just go Fern up front. And you see his eyes churning. And so I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay. So it's gonna be at disadvantage. Okay. Ooh, I got a nat 1.
You got a nat 1. All right. Okay, so you feel exhausted just immediately. Your body slumps over and you just feel hungover, just horrible. And you guys notice there's like this visible wisp of energy that travels all the way up to Balix, and some of his wounds close up a little bit. And that's his turn. At the top of this round, though, you notice the gas cloud is still expanding. You don't know how big this thing is going to get, but it is further expanding, and it has now reached all of you guys. So I'm going to see what effect it has. 6. Okay, so you notice that the cloud, as it's going out, you can see it's also, as it's getting bigger, it's bolstering Balix even further, and he gets to take another action to try to use his eyes. So he can, in the gas cloud, he can sense weakness in a PC. So he's going to make someone, Fern. You already took the drain. He's just gonna keep going after you. You're in range. You're good to go. So now a charisma saving throw. Was that other one a charisma? I think it was. Yeah. So another charisma saving throw.
13.
You feel the influence come over you. You hear his voice as if he's standing right next to you. Why I say, you will defend me, but you feel it trying to take a hold of your muscles, but you shake it off, and you say, you feel yourself just gritting, but you say no through gritted teeth, and you shake it off. All right, so now top of the round, Diviny.
Okay. Hating that I drew so many stairs, we are gonna go for
Consequences. Our game teaches consequences.
15, 15. Up there. And still like a bit far out. So can I do
I don't know that
bonus
spell.
action distract?
Yep.
And then I'll like tell them to cover their ears again and like yell out to this frog up at the top with my commanding voice.
I don't know if you can reach him yet.
Oh,
Yeah, you're still pretty far away.
Oh,
from
30
him.
feet. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
still too far. No. Okay, then nothing. Wait. Yeah, that's all attacking. Does anyone look hurt from?
I think Fern has taken damage, right? Just 2 points, 3 points, 2 points. You might be muted.
Energy was taken away. Was there damage associated with that?
Yeah, sorry, 3. You took
Okay.
3 damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
a
she
little
did
bit
get hurt.
damage.
Yeah.
But
He'll use his
Okay.
heal ability, and Burn recovers 4 HP.
There you go. Back to max. So
Thank you.
you take this time to make sure that you guys are, going on a combined united front and make sure everyone's ready to go. So you kind of hang back instead of charging forward and get your group ready. Okay. Fern.
okay, so the wind, or my nature magic this time, I want to try and instead of attacking, make like a tunnel, like
Mhm.
focus all of it on like clearing a little bit of a path.
Okay, right, like kind of between you and him.
Yeah, or like maybe giving my allies an avenue up there as
Right.
well, like just kind of clearing a path. So it's not for attack, but like
Yeah.
for
I'm
clearing.
down for that. Totally.
Okay.
So
Sweet.
you know this is going to be like, this isn't traditional magic. You're reaching here. You know you've affected the wind before. This is something new you're trying. But sure enough, you start to mold this spell into forming like a wind tunnel that goes like between him and you guys. And so there is a clear path kind of for spells and attacks to get between you two. Just for fun, let's do a nature check.
Okay. That is a 17.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Like it takes you other guys a second to see it forming. You know that like she's struggling or he's struggling. You know that he is doing something big, and you see this wind. At first it looks like just these big swipes of wind trying to push the cloud out, but then you realize that he was actually forming two halves, that once he got control of those two halves, he kind of pushed them together. And when he did it, just kind of that whomp and then silence, as there's this now like kind of what is that?
I have the hurricane.
In harmony. Yeah, it's very
Yeah.
harmonic and kind of quiet and calm because of how like organized, storms are chaotic and stuff, but this is very organized, just circle the funnel. So
I can
very
jam
cool.
to this.
Yeah, but you're going to have to hold it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to hold it, and I'm going to focus myself on holding it. And as my bonus action, I'm going to take dodge.
Hmm.
So he's got disadvantage on the next attack.
Against you. The
Yeah.
disadvantage against
And then-
you. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to focus on trying to keep this tunnel open for the others.
There you go. Awesome. Very cool. So then we go to Fiddleford. You now see this tunnel, this glorious pathway cutting through the cloud of gas.
I'm going to come forward a bit. Yeah, can I use my bonus action, Arcane Hand, to try to push him down the stairs?
Yeah, that's yeah.
I would
Yeah.
like to try
Sure.
to push him down the stairs using my Arcane Hand as my bonus action.
Because the push thing is a thing. Like it pushes.
Yeah, it
one
says
of the
Arcane
very
Hand, command a
specific
magical hand
things.
to hit, push,
Mhm.
grab, and
Mhm.
block. It says for 5 rounds, but the block, I'm assuming, was that. So I would like to try to push him.
Okay, so I want you to roll against his AC.
Okay.
It seems like you have a clear path, so you know that like your magic hand seems like it's going to fly through this tunnel and
Okay.
get to the top, and intends to kind of go around him and do it. So yeah, go ahead and roll
Is this going to be just like a normal
Yeah.
spell, or okay?
normal spell. Yep, yeah, spell attack
Okay.
bonus kind of thing. Yep.
Oh, that's not very good. That's a 13.
That doesn't, but you still have control of the hand.
Okay,
Basically,
good.
you got
So
the
I'm
hand
going to leave it
behind
there.
him.
I'm going to keep trying next time.
The
And
hand's
then
there, yeah, and you can see like he notices it. He knows it's there, but he's a big, heavy bullfrog, and he kind of puts it. It's going to take more than that, but yeah, you feel
Yeah.
it. You feel it's a good idea.
I will continue to push, and then for my action, we had a single ability refresh still, yes?
Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm going to use mine,
Okay.
and I'm to refresh my Song of Inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to use that again.
Wow, +4 and advantage. And
Give
all
it,
that.
everybody!
Yeah,
You
plus,
guys
it's
are
just
awesome!
+4.
Let's kick his butt! Kind of a thing.
Is it +4 and advantage or +4?
It just gives them +4 to all rolls for
Right.
one round.
Okay,
Which I should have done that first and then my bonus action, but whatever.
whatever. Yeah, +4 would have given you. You know
That
what?
would have helped.
Yeah. Oh well, we'll go from there. Okay, so that is Fiddleford's term. So you guys feel bolstered. Like there's a plan formulating. You guys aren't really like talking out loud, but you don't have to. Like this is working out, and you each have this part in this combat, and it is glorious. Really, you guys are performing as an amazing team. It is his turn though. So he sees the magic behind him, and he sees you, so he's going to switch his attention to Fiddleford. That's the wrong thing. That's what I want. Okay. No one's close enough. Y'all are still nice and far away though. So all he can really do is go. Oh, he's got to recharge it. He's got to recharge it. He does recharge it. So he's going to go for the mind drain again. So this time, hoping to kind of incapacitate Fiddleford, I need you to make the charisma saving throw. You get to add 4. You're inspired. So
Yeah, but I rolled really low. I rolled a
Okay.
2 and a 4. So
You're not going to beat a 12, are you?
make an 11.
Okay, so you
No.
take 1 point of psychic damage, and you notice that again, Balix is kind of reinvigorated by something.
I'm gonna keep singing about how much of a jerk he is.
But that's, yeah, he's not close enough to do anything else. Okay, so then top of the round, now we get to seek because the layer might change. Even though this funnel is happening, you guys can't escape being in the fog cloud yourself and being affected by it. But you are, but you definitely have kind of like a pretty cool thing going on there. So 4. A wave of purple necrotic energy radiates outward from Balix and from the throne. All PCs must succeed a Dex saving throw. So I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw. +4 because of your inspiration.
Got a 21. Or
Okay,
sorry,
that saves.
20.
That saves.
Yeah.
17 saves.
2. Wait.
+4.
+4. Not enough.
Not enough.
Yeah.
So Diviny, you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Yeah. So you felt that there was this pulse of purple, just dark energy that emanated. Basically, it felt like the cloud, the gas cloud, conducted this energy. Like this energy was like a sound wave through water, or it was just able to fly very freely and effectively and powerfully through the gas. All right. Now we are back up at Diviny. You are up first.
Diviny's gonna move forward into that opening, and all right, bud, you're gonna have to take one for the team. And he's gonna pull out Mr. Wobblemane and throw it.
Go for it.
Is the guide? Is he able to bonus action guide himself, or is it only other people?
It's only other people.
Okay. So he's gonna, wind back and throw it. It's launching. You just hear. Ah!
I want it to hit. It's already, you see it like slow motion spinning as it's going through this wind tunnel of brown and green gas straight to, you see like Balix's eyes light up as it's coming towards him. Does it hit?
Uh, 17.
17 hits, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that is 2 plus 4, 6. I don't know, squeaky bludgeoning damage.
And different from the other damage that's gone up there, because of this wind tunnel effect, he takes all squeaky bludgeon damage.
Yeah.
All the face, just smack.
Nice.
You hear the like bleh, as like it hits the face and pushes that neck sack out just a little bit to make the noise.
Oh,
That
that's
one hurt
great.
him. Good job.
Lovely imagery.
I love it. All right, that takes us. Do you want to move? You moved already. Okay. You still have a bonus action, or?
Yeah, I'll bonus action. He seems to be doing mostly saves, so I'll do a guide on Fern. would I know that would advantage work to keep the tunnel going?
It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt.
Okay.
You feel like it would help. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that then.
Okay. All right, then on to you, Fern. If you want to keep up the tunnel, go ahead and give me a nature check, and I will tell you if you do high enough on your nature check, you might get like a little freedom to do a bonus action or something.
Okay. And I get advantage because of the
guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Right. And I needed that. So that is 15 plus 18. And then 18. I get the +4, right?
You get the +4. Yep.
So 22.
Yep. Yeah, that definitely hits. Thank you, Chris. There was another donation. Sorry. You wait on me. I zoned out there for a second.
You're good. So
damage, right?
Yeah.
Damage?
Or that was to keep the tunnel open.
That was to keep the tunnel open. What was the final math? I'm sorry. I really zoned
You're
out.
good. You're good. And then do I have enough freedom to still maybe move?
What was the total nature check?
22.
22. Yeah, I'll say you can move half movement and you can do a bonus action.
Okay.
Kind of storm hand in the air, holding on to this, but you can move a little bit and you can do a bonus action. Yeah.
Okay. As I'm doing that, I'm gonna yell out, "I can't keep it for much longer," because I only have 3 rounds of nature magic, and I've already used them all at this point. This is the last one. For my movement, I'm already 15 feet in the air, so I'm gonna do. I think I've got 35 feet of movement. So I'm gonna fly over the wall and hopefully be able to land on a step.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You're still kind of right there where you get advantage of the wind tunnel.
Yeah.
But so now the wind tunnel is basically between you and Ballox, but you other guys, you can still attack through the wind tunnel. You still have good line of sight.
Yeah. But I should be for next turn within range a little bit. And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna do dodge again so I can keep the spell up.
Okay. Dodge
and then
again.
That'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Fiddleford.
So I'm gonna. Do I still have my arcane hand up?
You do still have your arcane hand up.
So I'm gonna try to push him down the stairs again.
Let's do it again.
Try pushing a little harder. Do I get my +4 still? Because it's not the end of my turn.
It's
okay.
At the end of your turn it goes away. So you get advantage of your inspiration, sure.
Okay, yay. 17.
I think a 17 hits. A 17 does hit. Now,
yay.
Let's see if it's the hit happens, the hand's there, it's pushing. I want to do a contested roll. Okay. So, but he's not very strong. Let me get this up again real quick because I don't think that's his core. It's not. So he's at disadvantage against his contested roll. It's a strength roll.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a strength roll for him. It's an intelligence roll for you.
Oh, yay!
Because you're using your arcane magic. So
yes.
Your intelligence versus his strength.
Okay.
So here we go. Oh my gosh! I rolled a 1 and a 20. And I'm at disadvantage.
No.
I'm
at disadvantage. Yep.
I got a 17 again.
Yep. All right. I know there's a way to do it, but I'm not gonna do it. But you guys, the noise is the most uncomfortable thing. As this as this bullfrog, boom, 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 boom. Dex or Fern, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this bullfrog is bounding down the stairs. You're hovering, so it's not, but
that's gonna be a 21 because it's with advantage because that's one of my skills. So
yeah, so you just kind of hop over and flutter your wings as a short burst to get out of the way. So we're gonna say he bounces off all the way and kind of comes to a stop in the grass down here.
Nice.
The gas is still filtering out, but you wonder if having him displaced from the center of it, from his throne, you wonder if that will have an effect. But that happened, and he's gonna take damage because that would hurt a frog, I feel. So why don't you go ahead and give me one? No, we'll do 2d4 fall damage.
3.
3. Perfect. He takes it all. Yep.
That was my bonus action.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
He's right in front of you.
Yeah. So for my action,
that was pretty good.
Here comes the pocket loot and dissonant chord.
Oh man. So he gets to make a save, right? What kind of save?
Charisma save. Yeah.
He's good at these at least. So that will be at advantage. That's a 20.
Yeah. So he saves.
Yeah, he saves.
Yeah.
So the cord goes out, and you notice, like, it's right as he lands, you have it right in his face going, and you notice, like, his weird kind of frog human ear holes. He doesn't have ears; he has ear holes. They're closed up right at the second. Kind of from falling, he instinctively closed up his ear holes. Yeah, and that's why it didn't work.
That's disturbing.
Cool. All right. So that's. Are you done or now?
That is my turn.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
where am I? Where am I? Where is he?
He's right in
Oh,
front
he's
of
right
you.
there. Yeah. That's fine. He could be right there. Can just smack him over the head with something next time.
Well, it's his turn. So he's going to use his movement to stand up, and now he's facing you. A wicked smile comes up as you see the large throat sack. Oh, another donation. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Thank you for the donations, guys. Yeah, and it's happening very soon. So his throat sack comes out, and you hear as this belch of noxious gas comes out from him. So
Gross.
This is his This is his action. Noxious burp. +5 to hit. What is your AC, Fiddleford?
15.
Oh,
My AC is 13. 13, sorry.
He doesn't hit. It's a very directed. Like, you notice that, like, it's like very magical, this burp effect. It's a very precise attack, and you kind of get out of the way as the burp's coming and manage to dodge whatever effect it would have had on you.
I know my burps.
Just like the other Bullywugs, although he's a lot bigger, he kind of squats down and sits in as he jumps 20 feet. So he's going to land just on the edge of the throne right next to Fern. Then I want to see if he gets his mind drain back, right? Because that's a bonus action. Dang it, he does not. So his recharge does not happen. That is his turn. But before the next round, 2 things happen. 1, new layer action. That's a 2. The glass cloud becomes dark green. All PCs within the cloud must succeed a strength saving throw.
I'm good at those.
I don't have that. And the +4 is gone.
The +4 is gone. Yep.
$17.
17 saves.
Oh no.
I got the big
muted,
5.
but it doesn't look good.
I got 5.
Does not save.
Yeah, no.
And
Steph,
then
we
Fern,
can't hear you.
11.
11 meets it beats it. So yes, 11
Oh
saves.
my gosh.
So
That's me.
it's those wonderful singing lungs of yours. They're just delicate, and
I'm a musician. I am not muscle.
this gas cloud's gotten into your lungs, and you spend your next round coughing.
Lovely.
Okay, holy cow! There's another large donation. Oh man. Okay, so 3 things are now happening. So that happens.
No.
Yep. So you're stunned.
Oh.
I'm gonna give you a stunned sign. Wow. Second thing. Oh gosh, this just got real dangerous, guys. So the second thing was the swarm. The swarm was going to happen because the swarm, people have been donating to the swarm. So sure enough, a swarm of snakes has now. You know what? I'm gonna get McDumber right. It's gonna come this way. It's gonna come for Divinity first, just because, like, the morale period.
Oh no!
That comes. And then, also, you see, everyone, give me perception checks.
Tiger mask. It's gonna behave. Which of my dice are gonna be nice to me? Some of them have not been nice.
This is getting crazy.
My dice hate me right now. Got 6 with advantage.
No.
Okay, hold on to those numbers, guys. Sorry, I'm having to do quite a bit. Okay, so then also, because the monster drop, you see there's, the 3 perception checks. What were they again? Fern.
13.
13. Fiddleford.
X.
6. Diviny.
6.
10.
10. Fern, you noticed it. You've actually noticed it this whole time, and you're hoping it's not what it is turning out to be. But you noticed a few dark puddles of muck along the swamp floor, and sure enough, 3 boggles
It's the
pop
boggles.
up.
Oh no!
These will be around Fern. Holy crap. This just turned into a all-out slugfest. So I rolled initiative.
I'm surrounded.
It's now the top of the round. The swarm gets to go first. So the swarm is going to happen first. It got charged up 3 times. It gets to make 2 attacks, both on Diviny. Oh man. No advantage or disadvantage of anything, I don't think. So that first one was a miss, but the second one's a miss. The first one's a miss, but the second one's a miss.
2 gauntlets of
roll.
thorn attacks.
Yeah.
1. Pink, pink. I finally found use for these.
Damage is damage.
Yeah.
Scratch those snakes.
I got it. Okay, so that happened. You did damage to snakes. They didn't get through your awesome armor and magic items. Next is, unfortunately, the Boggles. They rolled an 18 on initiative. So they slurry up next to Fiddleford. Fiddleford, what are you again? You're stunned.
Yeah, I'm just coughing.
Oh no, they all get advantage on their attacks on you.
Yeah, I'm just like coughing up a lung.
Game Master, I'm looking at my character sheet. What does the parentheses P stand for?
That's a puzzle ability. It's it's a very powerful ritualistic type ability, yeah, but normally there'd be puzzles associated, but we're getting close to the end of stream and we have a lot happening, but
Yeah, that all happened in one.
it's just going to happen as a normal action kind of thing now.
Okay.
The claw attack. So 3 claw attacks against Fiddleford at advantage. Okay, here we go. Try to do these quickly. That's going to be an 18, so that'll hit for that 1 attack, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's a 18, so that doesn't need its advantage. I'm not even going to worry about crits. It's too fast. Oh, one of them's going to miss.
Yay!
Sure. So you take 4 points of slashing damage of these boggles.
Total?
They kind of, total.
I'm still standing.
They kind of teleport up from this muckety muck in the ground, and they start laughing as they lash out with their claws towards you.
I'm just coughing.
Oh boy. There will be another fairy video game. Guys, $600 raised so far. You are awesome.
Yeah.
This is very cool. Thank you very much. Okay. Diviny, you are up.
Oh boy, a lot just. Would I know if Fiddleford would lose their turn if they're still coughing? Like, would it end at the end of their turn, or would they get their turn at the beginning?
You would think that they would probably, it might take them their turn to finish up their coughing fit. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go ahead and take one for the team and use cleanse to remove a negative effect on Fiddleford. And then that counts like as an action, right? The cleanse.
Yes.
Okay. And then can I use aura protection, or does that count as an action as well?
Let me look real quick. Paladin. It's in the P's. So you're talking. So you can use your action for cleanse.
Okay.
Yep. And then aura of protection, you can use your action, but aura of courage is a bonus action. But yeah, no, it is action for aura protection.
Okay. Then bonus action. Oh. Okay. Actually, can I move closer, like here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You manage to kind of hop up on your wings to clear the swarm of snakes, and you're able to go help your friend.
Okay. I will do bonus action guide on Fiddleford.
Okay. Advantage. That's advantage. Yep.
A.
Cool.
It's the only thing I could do.
That helped a lot. And I'm like,
I was like, they can attack 3 more times.
You see the radiance around Diviny. He's definitely calling on his powers from divine sources and bringing down some intervention. And you felt immediately better as his words and his spell affected you. All right.
I'm barely standing.
That's going to take us to Fern.
Okay. Fern.
Bite his face off.
Yeah, is gonna summon Mini Bear. So
Mini Bear again. Yeah, let me go get him.
Fern's gonna jump off of the steps into midair with the wings, and then propel forward and transform to Mini Bear, flying at Baylox's face.
Okay.
And do the scratch attack.
Cool.
That is a 9 hit.
No, not this time. Just, you didn't really judge the transformation. You thought it'd be done by the time you were there to attack, but it hadn't fully completed. And so your swipe really was still like a half-formed hand. Doesn't quite hit.
And that's it for my turn.
Okay, but now there is a bear on the field.
Yep.
All right. 8, Fiddleford.
Question. Is my arcane hand still up?
I would say yes. Yep.
Okay, so bonus action, I'm gonna slap Mr. Frogman.
Okay, so it comes screaming down the wind tunnel.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to hit him.
Okay. So Fern, the wind tunnel probably is dissipating, right? Because you transformed, you think, or yeah, because you're not.
Yeah,
using
I ran out of rounds of nature magic, so I only had 3, and I've used them all. So.
Okay.
So go ahead and do your attack for your hand. So this is the punching fist. So the magic hand can punch, push.
Yes, it says hit.
Yeah, hit.
So just get. Yeah. So that's a 22 to hit.
That will hit. Yeah.
Yay! That does 1d4. 2. 2 damage to slap him. And then how
He's looking pretty bad.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
There's only like a whole.
There's
other
a lot
thing
going on.
No, right? So I'm wondering, like, can I tell how hurt
step
everybody
at a
is, or is it
time.
just me?
It's pretty much just you, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much just you.
Then let's do arcane spell against Mr. Frogman as well.
You have healing, don't you? Do you?
I
you
do.
Oh, you do.
I
Okay,
do,
just checking.
Just everyone else is okay, and I know I'm probably gonna fall down anyway, so I'd like to take someone out with me.
Go for it.
So yeah, let's try. Can I do psychic damage as an arcane spell?
Sure.
Okay, because I'm gonna like try like Tasha's hideous, but just to hit him.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm gonna, let's see if I even hit the guy first. No, that's a 10.
Nope. It doesn't hit, but you send out this string of magically empowered laughter towards him, and
I was
you
gonna
see
try and be like, why was the soprano knocking on her own door? Because she couldn't find the key.
So the words go out, and your laughter that follows behind is also supposed to be disorienting and damaging, but he just doesn't get it. Doesn't land. Joke doesn't land.
Culture.
Why do I say I don't know? All right, now it is Balak's turn. So he's going to see if he gets his drain back. I don't think he does this time. Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. 4. Yes, he does. He does get it back. So, action, burp, right at Bear Fern in front of you. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, 2 necrotic damage to you. Now, remember, you get the health pool of your bear.
Yeah.
So 2 damage to your bear form. And then it's going to use his bonus action. He's going to look over to Fiddleford because you're still the music. It's distracting. He just wishes you would go away. So he's going to try his mind drain on you.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Charisma saving throw.
Saving throw. Okay, my dice have been hating me, please. Oh, yeah. The 22.
Yeah. Nope. You feel it coming on again. This charm effect or this drain effect where you just feel like your life force is being taken away from you, but you steel yourself to the intrusion, and you look at him, and you just from across this windy. There's no longer wind. As the wind settles down, your voice cuts through, and you hear, "Not this time."
Yeah, I'm annoying. I'm not going anywhere.
All right.
And I
so
get
that's
attacked
action,
by bottles.
Action, bonus action. Yep. So top of the round, first thing is lair. 3 is another wave of purple necrotic energy radiates outward. You know what? We might as well be fair. This guy has no relation with the snakes or the boggles, so we're gonna make them make the save too. They're in the gas, right? So it's all dexterity saving throws. So I need to know my boggles. Are they dex? They are, so they get advantage. So 3 at advantage. That's a no. That's a yes. That's a no. So only 1 saves of the boggle. And then I need the snakes. Oh, snakes. Yes, the snakes succeed. So what is the effect? It's 3 necrotic damage. So 11 is the DC. If you rolled below an 11, you take 3 necrotic damage. So this guy takes 3 necrotic damage. You take 3 necrotic damage. You take 3 necrotic damage. Snakes did save. Yeah. 1 boggle saved. Who all saved out of the group?
I did.
You did?
With
13.
disadvantage, I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Oh, nice.
You're still standing.
Somehow.
Diviny, how you doing?
I rolled a 10, but I'm here.
Do you take the 3 damage too? But you're doing all right,
Yeah.
right? I
Yeah.
think you're doing all right. Yeah. Okay. So that's layer. Next is swarm. So the swarm is going to. It's chaos. Here we go. It's chaos. Let's have some fun. I'm gonna roll.
God.
It gets 2
Just
attacks.
everybody.
So I'm gonna roll a die 6, and if it's a 1 or a 2, it's the attacks go to Fiddleford or Diviny, and then the others it'll go to a boggle. So 2 attacks, 1 Diviny, Fiddleford, and 3 a boggle. So the swarm will make its attacks. That'll be against Diviny. No, Fiddleford. That's a plus. That's a 7, so that won't hit. And then against the boggle, you never know. 16 plus 3, that does hit. So Snake's gonna get a boggle. It's crazy. That's fun.
Awesome.
Chaotic. It's hectic. Yeah. So what
I
does
like
the snake
chaos.
do? What does the snake do? I have so many things open right now, guys. 2 damage. 2 damage to attack. So the snakes are going to kind of be hovering over this whole group. You can't see anything under there anymore. I'm just going to keep them off to the side. But this boggle takes a snake. He's looking bad at this top left one is dealing with necrotic energy and a snake. Okay, that's the swarm. Now it's the boggle's turn. they have some abilities. Let's use them. So they're going to use their bonus action, all of them, to teleport. So they kind of switch places. It's more for effect, but you guys do get a little disoriented. They kind of like pop down and pop up. It's more for show. But that's their bonus action. And then it's going to try claws again. So we'll say 2 claws at Divinity, 1 at Fiddleford. Fiddleford, you first. That's a 17.
Yeah, that hits.
Ooh, and I think it's probably gonna take you down, right? For 2
Oh, no.
2 points of slashing
Yep,
damage.
that takes me
All
to
right.
0.
Oh, in my game, in the kids' game, you don't go unconscious. You're not bleeding out. You are just exhausted. You are done fight. You're out of the fight for the moment.
Dramatically, like, oh god,
Oh.
I can't.
Second, I need a break. All right, and then 2 to Diviny. He's got
Okay.
all the armor. He's the one. Yep, and of course they're gonna roll bad when I have to roll against the armor. The highest, the one of the claws, would be a 17, an 18.
Okay, the 18 hits. 17's my AC.
Okay, so 2 slashing damage to you.
Okay. Did any miss?
1 did miss. Yep,
Ooh.
the top one, the first one missed. So, yep,
One
he's looking
thorn
bad
attack.
too. 2 of them are looking bad. 1 boggle hasn't been touched. Ballux is looking bad. The snakes really haven't been touched. There's a lot going on, but all of the enemies are done now, at least. So, Diviny, you are up.
Okay.
Were there healing potions? You have a healing potion,
Yes.
don't you, Philiford?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah. Can you heal?
On
A
her
person
turn,
that's down?
on.
Can
Yes,
I
you
heal?
could-
Can I drink my
that's,
potion on my
you know,
turn?
I think I'll allow it. Why not? If you're not unconscious and bleeding out and it's a kid's game,
I'm
gonna
just being
say.
dramatic.
No, I know. You should totally be able to take a potion on your round. So yes, you know
Gotta
that.
find it.
You know
Wait,
Fiddleford
I'm coming.
could take a potion on their turn, or you
Okay.
could use your bonus action to give it to them. And it's this is a donated health potion, so it's max. It's 6 HP just right away.
Okay. In
Or
that
8.
case,
No, 8. It might even be 8.
he will use
6.
commanding voice.
Okay.
Right, use. You see that guy? That guy's the enemy. Just don't attack us.
Okay. So I need to make charisma saving throws of these boggles.
Yes. DC is 13.
13. And that's not there, so they're at disadvantage. So here's your 1. 11 is not going to do it. So first one fails. Second one fails. Third one fails. All right. Yep, there you go. So you gather your divine charisma, your radiant personality, and you say, enough of this, Boggles. You understand me. This is not your fight with us. We'll figure this out in the end, but help us out. Sure enough.
And then I'm a bonus action give Fiddle Forward a potion to be
all
like,
right.
Diviny's like my best friend now because he saved me so much. And I'm just like, I'm like, this is just so inspiring.
All right, we are past the 3 hours, so if you guys are okay, we'll try to go another 10 minutes and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, let's do it.
Exclamation point fairy in the chat for our final giveaway. I don't know if we did the giveaway for the video game. I don't think we've done it yet. So there is another from the $600 mark. We do have another video game to give away, I believe. He'll tell you if I'm wrong. But yeah, we're going to try to go 10, 15 minutes and we're going to round this up. Okay, so that was Diviny. You're done, right?
yes.
Okay. Fern, you do, Fiddleford, you do get 6 HP back.
Yay!
Fern, it is your turn. Atreides won the video game giveaway. Please contact DM Chris Solo in the Discord. Okay, go ahead, Fern.
Awesome. I'm gonna use the claw attack again.
Go for it.
Just attempt to hopefully roll a little higher. Oh, nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll
Okay.
damage. He's low. This could be it. If you roll max damage, it'll be over.
Fingers crossed.
for him.
So I did get the 8.
Okay. Do you want to describe how you? So yeah, go ahead and describe how the attack looks.
Okay. So the first one kind of missed, and little bear sort of like fell down. It's gonna like toddle up the stairs like an Ewok, basically, and then like launch off the steps back onto him, push him off the edge, and just start like chewing on his leg.
Yeah, and
Nom nom leg.
as you jump in, you can tell that he was already starting to fall apart. His form, shadow wisps were starting to form. Whatever connection that had him here, his influence seems to be going away. The cloud is starting to dissipate. And as you are going to town on his leg, he kind of sits down and he sees his fate in front of him, and he starts to fade away to shadow, and you hear his voice say, well, I was just starting to make friends. As he dissipates and disappears, and the gas coming out of
That's not how you do it, buddy.
Fair.
Toxic friendship.
Literally.
Also, so the layer's gone. So we'll finish up these monster drops and swarm, and yeah. So the immediate threat of Valix is gone. Fern, I mean, you could just sit there all day and gnaw at his leg if you want. That seems a little dark.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Well, if he dissipates, he's gonna be like smoke in his mouth, and little bear's gonna see what's going on over here and just kind of like charge with whatever possible movement is left.
Yeah, I'll give you like 3 squares of movement
Yeah.
to get kind of over there.
Like,
Sure.
Kind of get in there.
Yeah. Rawr, with your little mini bear growl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. So Fiddleford, you're healed. You are kind of in that 3-point recover to catch your breath stance. You're surrounded by boggles. There's snakes everywhere. What are you gonna do?
What am I going to do? How is everyone doing health-wise?
Oof.
Oof on Divinity, your savior who has been just there for you by your side. You see some blood under some armor panels, and you see his labored breath. He's struggling.
Song of recovery. I'm gonna heal. Let's do some healing. Or
I feel like this is a duet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So it's 4. You can heal for 4 HP, and then Vern, if you need healing too, you get it too.
She doesn't, I don't think. He
Wait.
doesn't, but
Yeah. Maybe a little
Nice.
bit.
okay.
We good.
Yeah.
All right. So another song, but this one, a touch of romance, a bit of 80s love ballad, maybe. But yeah, general.
Best friend and me.
All right. Anything else you want to do? That was a action. Okay.
That's an action. Yeah. And I think I will distract the snakes.
Okay.
Look,
With
I'm back.
Yep, some dancing. So you see, like, you're dancing, and all of a sudden, just for a
Really
minute, it
annoying
looks like-
dancing. Just
It looks like their heads are bobbing side to side in the rhythm with you.
All the snakes.
A little snake charmer action going down. Awesome. Fiddleford 8. So he is out of initiative. His layer is out of initiative. So we go to the swarm. The swarm is still surrounding. Hey, let's do it again. Die 6. 1, 2, 3 goes Fiddleford, Fern, Divinity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 are boggles. So it gets 2 attacks. 5, Boggle. 5. Oh, poor Boggle. It's this guy right here. That's enough. So this one already had Snake.
Nice.
The Snake Pack, for some reason, they targeted him as the weak one. And sure, you just see him melting back into his puddle, taking 3 snakes with him as they're kind of just like weaving in and out and around him, and he's gone. Wow, fun interaction. The Boggles still get a turn. So let's go look at them. This time, they're not going to claw. They're going to see if they get their teleport back. No. Yes. So that's what we're going to do. One is going to claw because he didn't get his teleport back. One of them is going to teleport. So this one can't teleport. This one's going to teleport backwards. And he's going to then use his... he's actually going to teleport over here, and he hides. So you actually lose... He gets to make his stealth check. Well, we'll see. So y'all will have to make a perception to see this boggle. You see him disappear in the high reeds. Ninja mask. But the other one can't, so he's going to claw. And he claws at Fiddleford. Ooh, that's going to hit. That's like a 23.
Yeah, that hits.
You take 2 points of slashing damage.
That's okay. I'm okay.
Diviny, you are up.
Awesome. Diviny is going to go up to the boggle, and I'll use my refresh on my divine strike and go to try and sword chop him.
Smite more?
Sword.
Are you smiting more?
Yeah, just to smite
Cool.
more.
Yeah, smite.
Hopefully. 18 hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
3 slashing damage,
Mhm.
and then from the smite, that's 5.
Okay, so the strike goes in, and you know these boggles kind of have this oily, mucky form that sometimes, so your sword goes in, you feel it going through the form, and it like kind of sticks. But like you can't tell if it did damage, and the boggle kind of looks at you and starts giggling like, ha 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 ha. But then as you focus your radiant divine energy as to the smite, you see that glowing start, and he looks down, he starts to panic, and there's like this as just like this black muck sphere just kind of spreads out as he just black muck disintegrates and is gone.
Oh my
And that's why they call me Smite More.
Solid. Okay. Anything else? Move, action.
Action.
Bonus action.
Bonus action, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, I think I'm done.
Cool. All right. So y'all can't see the boggle, and the snakes are still there. And Fern, you are up in your belt. Man, I feel like Mini Bear Fern, you're not going to be hungry for dinner after this. Like,
No.
you've eaten some leg, you've eaten some mosquito, and you're probably going to eat some snake, maybe.
Yep. You're gonna go try and slurp some snakes like
Because
spaghetti.
remember, these snakes are kind of all around here.
Oh gosh.
So they're already there. You don't have to move or anything. They're all around.
Yeah. Just gonna
All
dig in
around.
and
Go for it.
try and slurp up a small one like spaghetti or something. Okay. Let's see. 15.
15 on the snakes does hit. Yep.
Okay. And 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. All right. You kill a few snakes. You grab a few in your claws. You kind of grab some up in your claws like this, and you squish. You can feel them all kind of like squishing in between your paws and your pointy claws, very satisfyingly. Very good. Anything else?
I guess bonus action dodge.
Okay.
Oh.
Very good. That takes us to Fiddleford.
Can I try to see where that boggle went?
Yes. So
Okay.
do you still have your tiger mask on?
I do!
Yeah, go for it.
And it
At advantage.
recharged.
Cool.
Yeah. Do I add anything to it?
It's a perception. Yeah. So you wouldn't.
Okay.
You're at advantage, I bet, with the mask. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I rolled a 13. So
Uh huh. Yeah. Oh, you
But-
beat it. Yeah, I remember what I rolled for a stealth. You did. You beat it. You see him. He's hiding at the base of this tree.
so I'm gonna. Can I wand of magic missile?
Totally.
Because I have that. I feel like I should
Yeah.
use it because
Go
it's
for
nice.
it.
Pew!
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled a hit that, right?
Actually, no, I don't think you do. I
Okay.
you may have before, but I think it would be like, I don't. It's just
Magic
an
missile,
automatic hit.
just-
Yeah, it just hits.
Okay.
That's great. about it.
Okay. So let's do some magic missile damage.
And it's an action, so it's
Yeah, 5.
5. Big strong burst of magic comes out of the wand that you brought with you from some gift. Yeah, and he's looking real bad. And obviously, as the blast hits the grass, you see the grass, some of the high reeds brush away, and you see the boggle kind of hutched over there, hiding, but you can all see him now.
You can't hide from me.
Awesome. Anything else?
I mean, I will do guide, I guess,
Okay. On
or divinity.
Divinity. So Divinity is guided.
He's over there.
That's okay. Fiddleford 8. That one's gone. Top of the round. Swarm. Swarm still has 2 attacks. There are no boggles in the area, but there are 2 of you. So 1 through 3 goes to Divinity. 4 through 6 goes to Fern for each attack. So 6 Fern, 3 Divinity, 1 each. Fern first. I don't think that's gonna hit. 8 plus 5, I think. Beep beep. Monster drop. Swarm plus 4. So that is a 12 on Divinity. That's not gonna hit.
Oh no.
Right?
Oh, sorry.
Or was it on Fern? It might have been on
I
Fern.
think that was Fern.
It's Fern.
first.
Does a 12 hit you? I don't think so, right?
Miss. Yeah,
Okay.
AC's
Now
14.
Divinity. That's a 18 on Divinity. That is gonna hit. Right?
Yeah.
Or did you dodge or did you
No,
anything
not
like
on
that?
me,
Okay.
no.
So you take 2 points of poison damage. Okay. Boggles. There is one boggle. He can be seen. Let's see if he gets his teleport back, because that's important. He does not. What's he gonna do? He's going to try to splash some muck onto Divinity, like, hey, stop it, I was hiding. That wasn't his voice I did before, but I'm doing it anyway. So that's a plus 5 to your AC, ranged attack. That is a 21.
The hit, yeah.
This is on Fiddleford. Oh, no, this is on Divinity.
Yeah.
Fiddleford's in the snakes. You take 2 points of necrotic damage.
Oh!
Boggles
That's
are
who's back.
done. Goes to
No one
Divinity.
again.
Yep,
Oh, it's my turn?
it is.
You have
Guys.
advantage.
Ooh,
Exclamation point fairy in the chat. We will have one more big giveaway. We just got a nice raid. Thank you for the raid, guys. Initiative League. We are finishing up a charity It's on the day. Extra Life for Kids. We're finishing up. It's a kids 5e module game called Fairies of Mistblade, put out by Family Fantasy RPG. And we are finishing up right now. Exclamation fairy to enter our last and final giveaway. And we will continue. So, Divinity, sorry, continue.
Divinity is going to use his attack on the boggle.
Okay. You are guided. I know you're
oh.
guided because Fiddleford guided you.
Yeah, you get advantage.
He's right there. Right where?
23?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, yes. Only I could smite more. 4 damage, though.
Wait, I will say there's still one group single refresh. That was kind of someone donated enough for each one of you to have one and a group one. Do you want to
okay.
use the group one? You might as well. Smite more.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
out with,
Yeah,
more,
do it.
Smite
Which
more.
one?
There we go. And then
Smite.
4 plus 3, 7.
So, again, you attack, and the boggle think he had dodged it, and just you like to mess around a little bit. And it didn't take a strong attack to do your smite, right? All you had to do was touch the blade. So you kind of like feint the attack. The boggle thinks he evaded it. You just kind of touch, think, and burst of radiant energy that goes out, and he is deleted. All right. 12, Fern, Mini Bear. What are you gonna do to the snakes?
We got the refresh, right?
No, that was just a single ability refresh.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Okay. Oh no, you're totally good.
Evelyn.
We're gonna bite some snakes again.
Eat the snakes. Eat the snakes.
buy those snakes.
That's gonna be a 13.
13 on the snakes, I believe. It meets it, beats it. Yep. That
Okay.
hits.
Sweet. And 5 damage.
All right. You notice with that taking a significant amount, the swarm shrinks a little bit.
Oh.
It is now smaller, still kind of encompassing Fiddleford and Fern, but it is smaller. Okay.
Do this. Sorry. Rar.
Okay. Fiddleford.
I have 1 charge on my wand of magic missile left, and I'm gonna use it.
Snakes. This is gonna be fun.
Snakes!
This is like using a shotgun on a barrel of snakes.
Yeah.
Magic missile. It's gonna follow them around and plug them on the head. Do I just roll damage?
Just roll damage. Yep.
Okay, last charge. 6
Oh, nice. Yeah.
max
Wow.
damage.
You see, just like you hear the noise of the thunk, and it's like the splatter of mud as like these snakes are going 20 feet in the air, and they're just like wriggling and flying as they just kind of just go everywhere at this.
It's
Awesome.
rain and snakes.
It is. There's several snakes left. It's kind of they're just kind of under the feet of Fiddleford. All right, but I believe Fiddleford, it is their turn, so they'll get 1 attack on Fiddleford.
Yeah.
Might as well. Oh, that's gonna hit at least. Diviny, you noticed that poison that they did bite you with, all of a sudden there's a little bit of a resistant pain. You do take 1 more poison damage, kind of like a next round damage kind of thing. And then you take 2 points of poison damage, Fiddle,
Okay.
from a bite, and you will take 1 more. But I bet if I had to guess, we're not gonna make it much further. So that
I'm
brings us
still standing again. Still standing.
Diviny.
Ooh.
Just you are Diviny, slayer of forest creatures.
Tiffany's gonna reach in. Not my friends. Strike at the snakes. Okay, maybe not.
No. You know what, guys? Because
8.
of the time, just tell me how you take out the last snake.
Just poke it with his. It's a wooden sword this whole time. Just poke it.
Any tagline? Come on, give us 1 tagline.
Oof. I can't smite more, but I can snake less. Add it to your
like
books
it.
there.
Fiddleford's like, we're gonna work on this.
I'm proud right now.
As the chaos settles, the smoke, the gas cloud now dissipated enough that it doesn't really affect you. There is some carnage on the ground. It's a kid's game. There's not ever supposed to be carnage on the ground, but man, there's snakes. There's boggle muck. This was a rough day. Needless to say, you saved the day. You're sure that you will be received as heroes as you return back to Red Cap Village and tell your tale of adventure and Balux, the bullfrog bullywug that was looking to make new friends with Red Cap Village. Real quick before we zone out, let's take a second and do just a tiny bit of role play as you guys take in this scene and what you've accomplished together.
Well, guys, definitely beats chores. This was much more fun.
Yeah, are we gonna get in trouble for ditching detention?
I think we have a good excuse. if
I
anything.
mean, yeah, but I hope so.
If not, we'll sick Fern on them.
I mean, I'm gonna write a
Oh.
song about all this.
Our-
I'm gonna write a
I'm
song
gonna say
and I'm
Fern
gonna
is still
perform it
in
for
beast
everybody.
form.
I mean, should I feed Fern some of the snakes?
Fern has like an hour in beast form.
Yeah,
We're gonna go
like,
back just
You're
like
finding the good spots. Like Mini Bear Fern understands that there's a really meaty part of the snake that has some,
Yeah,
some good chunks. So you're kind of like picking apart, finding the good spots.
Yeah.
That's good cleanup.
yeah.
I feel like we should talk to the Bullywug town a little bit and be like, you guys need to tear down that really gaudy temple thing, and you could keep the stuff, but that's not how you make friends.
You
does
see
any
him
whale
close,
fish
yeah.
his like
You should
football
really get
and
rid of
Mr.
it.
Woggle mane back.
Oh yeah, a little muddy. Swamp
Yeah.
is not generous
Yeah.
to stuffed animals, but you've gotten it dirty before. You'll get it clean again. Luckily, cleansing is a thing you know how to do.
Can I do like prestidigitation
Sure. Yeah, you help
and
out.
clean it up for him?
That's where we'll have it. You walk off into the setting sun as Divany is holding on to his stuffed animal, and Fiddleford reaches over with a hand, and magically it is cleaned and bright and smells like spring flowers.
Oh, he's never been this clean.
And we will end this on that. Guys, this was a blast.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
So I'm so glad to know that this game, it's made for kids, but it doesn't matter. I had a lot of fun playing it with you guys. D&D is a great game. If you have families, if you have nieces, nephews, anything like that, get involved with TTRPGs, get involved with games. Kids learn from the kids learn the best lessons from these games. They learn about teamwork. They learn about not being afraid to voice their minds. They learn about confidence. They learn all this great stuff. And we hope that you guys will take this experience, seeing other people play it, and realize it doesn't matter. You don't need this perfect laid out plan. You just start playing. You just start the game. Sit down, start the game with your kids, and it'll go great. Even if it doesn't go according to plan. Real quick, he just told me, but it's in here. Initiative League won the giveaway, the final giveaway. So please contact me and Twitch. Brent, I know you won the other one, so I know how to reach you. But Initiative League, please contact me and Twitch or DM Chris Solo, one of us, and we'll get in contact with you. I'm gonna write your name down. Initiative League. Real quick, I'm gonna let each of you say a couple words before we sign off. Fern, Steph.
Yeah, had a lot of fun. Thank you for having me on. I would totally do this again. And if you're interested in introducing kids to tabletop games, I have a blog with tips and tricks and just free resources to help introduce the game to kids, deal with some of the trials and tribulations that happen, and have a lot of fun and help them grow. And then I think part of that last giveaway was one of my games too. It was a story guider. So it's for ages 2 to 5. And yeah, and there's actually a review of Fairies of the Mistglade on my blog as well. I played it with my son and definitely worked. He was 2.5 at the time. So yeah, thank you all, and hope to talk to you about kids tabletop games.
Awesome, thank you. Miranda?
Kind of just going off of what Steph said, like, get your kids involved with games. I mean, the Fairies from Mistglade, it's a great place to start. Dino Riders as well that you've got there. Up on our blog as well, we've got a playthrough that we did of one of the fairy games that I did with my children when they were 7 and 4. And then you could also just follow along with our blog and see my daughter's progress. Like when you were talking about confidence, her confidence has grown so much since we started playing D&D with her. And kids' imaginations are amazing. There are no downsides to playing with children. There's so many benefits to it. So please play with kids. It helps, and it's just fun. Yeah, and I also recommend checking out Tabletop RPG Kids because she's got a lot of good stuff there.
Awesome. And then Stacks.
Yes. So this was my first time playing a tabletop RPG for kids, and I have to admit that it's pretty cool and super fun. I love how it's like really easy to follow along, especially with the different tiers. But yeah, highly recommend play this, and really enjoyed tonight. Overall, it was awesome fun. Like, it was great.
We were happy to have you. I had a lot of fun too. On behalf of Family Fantasy RPG, Fabled 42, thank you everyone raising $600 to ExtraLife4Kids. That's awesome. That's really great. We feel really good, and what a fun event. We are going to raid Quests and Chaos next, so continue to love. Go in there and make some noise for Fabled 42 for tabletop RPGs, and have a good rest of your night, everyone. Take care and be safe.